In this live, we will be addressing why there is so much Canelo Alvarez hate out there. Uh, you see him getting much criticism all over the place. You see him getting criticism in the media, but we're gonna tell you what the real hate is about and the forces behind this hate, dislike for Canelo Alvarez, um, the face of boxing, the top dog. We will explain the factors and we will tell you what is actually going on. Salute to Joseph, salute to Handsome Dude, salute to Sergeant in the chat. Footy also was already in the chat long time ago, but that is the basis of this live. Also, other boxing topics that have to do with the day in boxing. A recap of what happened in those fights, specifically Ray Martinez. We will also get into the Teofimo Lopez Taylor and also Eddie Reynoso's comments on what is going on in the world of boxing as he explains it the only way he can with out of his own mouth and quoting him, guys. Let's get it started, guys. Let's get it started. Salute to Ed Dog already in the chat, bro. Salute to Ed Dog. Let's get it started, guys.
To circle the other. As you go, you remain a stranger to me, to you. But our pieces left uncovered. I'm thinking about four-leaf clovers. I've got composure, silver coin. You hold me, turn me over right now, but expect to forget about it. Watch as the breeze binds gold and smoke that you've stolen. Feels like it's my fortune that you're holding. I'm swimming with the sharks. I'm swimming with the sharks. I can't tell you apart from them. You can't tell either. Growing love or falling deeper. Tell me, darling, what is it you want? Out of mind doesn't work like it used to.
Salute to Knockout Ned, Ed Dog, of course, Sergeant. You see the title out there? I think it needs to be addressed, right? A lot of guys can address it. I noticed a lot of people really can't address it. First of all, because they're really not Mexican. They really don't know what, they really don't know how it is to be on both sides of the border. I feel like I could address it more than anybody, as I grew up in Mexico, came to this side. So I know both sides of the coin. A lot of us in here can address it because this is a Mexican channel, for the most part. That's how we roll out here. So we can address the topic thoroughly. Salute to Knockout Ed Dog, Sergeant. Let's get into it, right? We're not out here LARPing like other clowns. We're not out here on some weird things going on, dude, right? We can address it because you know what? We stand behind what we say and we stand behind what we are, bro. Period, right? That's why you see the mighty CCD and you see King Nello, because that's real shit. This isn't on some fakery. This isn't on some bullshit. That's why when I saw Ryan, no, Hawker, you're not a Mexican. Get out of my face. That's why when I saw Ryan Garcia, bro, and I saw the criticism, I'm with it, bro. Because you know what? I'm gonna defend Mexicans at all costs, bro. That's what I do, right? I'm not a clown. I'm not some type of simp sucker. You know, we're in a boxing YouTube, and there's a bunch of suckers out here, bro. Weak-minded individuals, weak people. You know, they don't represent us. You know, we're gonna represent in here. That's what the CCD is based on, representing, as they say, right? And that's what we're gonna do, right? And we're gonna get into the subject on why they really hate, bro. Uh, exile, Ken Ray, salute. You got it, Exile. We're gonna explain why, bro, and then we're gonna get into other parts of the boxing, some other things that are gonna crack off the boxing, right? Um, this is gonna be a great live, bro. A real great live, a very informative live, a live that is gonna expose a lot of things, guys. It's gonna expose a lot of things, right? Uh, we're here to put the boot on people, and we're gonna put the boot on a lot of people, bro. If that's what it takes, we're gonna put our boot to the neck, like others don't, dude. You know, because we're not out here gonna bash Mexicans. Matter of fact, if you bash Mexicans, we're gonna bash you times 10, times 20, times 30, times 40, times a billion. As I like saluting dudes times a billion, we're gonna bash you times a billion out here, dude. Because we're gonna prey on all you. We're gonna prey on all you snakes, bro. We're gonna prey on all you snakes and eat you guys alive, dude. Salute to Larry Liston times a billion. Salute to Jesus, right? We're gonna easily prey, hit you over the head like with a stick, like the snake you are, and break your face in, dude. Just like Canelo broke Billy Joe Saunders' face in, that's what we're gonna do. Salute to everybody in the chat. Salute to everybody who's coming through. JJ, of course, saluted. No. Let us do this, right? But we're gonna explain the ins and outs of stuff going on though, because there's more to it. There's more to it than meets the eye. Um, there's more than meets the eye in regards to this, right? Into regards to this subject, right? We all witnessed over the weekend Canelo Alvarez in a spectacular fashion destroy John Ryder. 12 rounds. Could have easily finished him in 4 rounds, to be honest, right? Easy work. First time in the life of John Ryder, his nose was broken, thoroughly broken, bashed in, decimated. You look at Canelo's face, clean as day, nothing happened, right? You see John Ryder's face, nose broken in, everything was bashed. The beating of his life. The beating of his life, guys. The beating of his life took place, right? It was due to the hand of Canelo Alvarez. Okay. Uh, post fight, the only criticisms you'll see from people would be people that are what we call either Americans or American affiliated media, right? Now, what does that entail? American affiliated media entails ESPN, okay? Because we're even going to this clown David Faltesan, who is an ESPN guy, right? So that's American media, right? So American media hates me, you, and the rest of us, right? They hate us, bro. I just keep it real. We're not liked out here. You look at YouTube boxing and the channels and all this other stuff. These weird dudes, right? You know, there's hardly any Mexicans out here. You know, we're glad that the CCD is what it's based on, right? Representing people, and that's what we're gonna do. Rep it to the end, right? But any case, that type of media, we are right now based on a platform called YouTube. YouTube media, it's in English right now, right? This boxing media is an English-based platform, meaning English language based, right? So we're in a world where they do not like Canelo, guys. Let's just keep it real. Jack Ripper salute. Yo, Jack Ripper salute, right? We're in a world where they don't like Canelo because he's a foreigner. He's not them. He's not one of them, dude. That's why you got guys like Paulie Malignaggi, who's a scumbag too, hating on Canelo. He claims he don't, but he's hating on Canelo, bro. So we got scumbags like Mike Tyson, just throwing like low blow comments all over the place. We got every like weird boxing channel out here, just on some weird half tilt. I'm not debating nothing. Canelo's number one. I don't need to debate with anybody. I'll slap him across the face, bro. If they came across me, because it's racism to even debate if Canelo's number one. To be honest, you racist if you're even debating. If you're debating Canelo's number one, you're racist, dude. I'll slap the living lights out of you, homie. Seriously. If I seen you in real life and you came out to me, I'll say, wait a minute, hold up, red flag. You sound racist right now, off back, bro. Because even debating this is a joke and a scam to me, dude. We already know what the money is. We already know what the placement is in society. Canelo, he's already top dog, known everywhere around the world, dude. Right? If you don't have Canelo as number one, You're a scumbag. Seriously, if you don't have Canelo number one right now in your top 10, you're a scumbag and you're a racist, and that's the facts. This isn't basically a myth. It's a fact, dude. Okay, it's a fact. If you don't have Canelo number one, you're a racist and you're a scoundrel. You really are, because at Teddy Atlas, you're a racist and a scoundrel. You're a scumbag, homie. Seriously, right? If I seen Teddy Atlas, I'd tell that to his face too. By the way, if I seen Teddy Atlas or one of these clowns, I would tell him straight to their face, they're racist and scoundrels, homie. Because you know the only way you could be hating on Canelo or saying he's not this and that is just deep down you do not like Mexican people. You know, you're probably low key scared that they're jumping the border when they're really not. That they're jumping the border and invading. You're probably on one of those, right? You probably scared, right? You're scared, but you sure love taking your kids to the game on Friday night football and cucking your kids out there, right? That's what you like doing. You sure love watching NFL football and cucking all over the place, right? That's what you like doing. But when it comes to Mexicans, you get scared. You get scared, right? You get scared. It scares something in your heart. I'm talking about America, right? It scares something in you. It really does. You're soft. America's soft. It's already overrated. It's already done. America's soft. It's already losing out because they're already cucking all over the place. Salute to Iceman, bro. Salute to Iceman, guys. Salute to Iceman. Iceman in the chat, John 3:16 to the death out there. Iceman, bro. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna say something else, right? I'm gonna say they are. Larry Liston, let's keep it a buck. They are, bro. Larry Liston, you're speaking facts, you're speaking facts, bro. They're soft and they're scared, but they sure love, juggling crip balls, bro. They sure love juggling crip balls, dude. They sure love juggling crip balls. We all know this, dude. You see them, Larry, they juggle crip balls all over the place, bro. That's how they do. They gargle them. You see them on panels with 10 crips, and they're loving it, right? And then they say boxing isn't about your heritage, bro. Boxing is about heritage. Boxing is about supporting who you go with. Boxing is supporting guys that look like you. And boxing is always going to be that way. Because deep down, you always want someone who is like you to succeed in the world. And if you're not like that, you're a cuck. Period, dude. All right? That's the truth. Fact, everything about it, right? But let me get into why Canelo is getting relegated out here and getting attacked 24/7, right? Because number one, we are on an American platform, guys. That's the truth, right? An American platform, right? That has the power, of the entities, and it has the power of even the YouTube boxing, right? Where it's a basically American-based, hating Mexican type of platform. That's why you've always seen the CCD go hard as they are. No holds bar, the way they are, real Mexican stuff. Not on some clown stuff, not on some I like all colors. Nah, dude. You never seen us like that. That's all I gotta say. I like all colors. I'm gonna put my hand with some other. Oh, I'm gonna shake a flag. Yeah, nah, dude. I'm not like that. We're not like that. Screw that shit, dude. Period, bro. Okay? Period, guys. Right? We're not like that out here, and it's never gonna be like that. Period. About shaking someone. No, dude. That's not what we're about. We're not gonna do it that way, dude. Right? We gotta keep on pushing hard, push it to the limit, as they say. It's not no game out here, dude. Because you know what? You give them an inch and they take a mile out here. You give them an inch and they take a mile. It's insane, right? That's number one why they hate Canelo. They hate Canelo because he's not from here, dude. That's what people did not pick up on the Saturday fight, right? The Saturday fight was the first time Canelo was fighting in his hometown, right? He was fighting in his hometown. He was fighting in his home country, which was an astonishing feat unto itself. He came out, and everybody out there was, everybody out there was cheering and going at it, right? So we have that right there, right? So Canelo was getting cheered on by everybody, guys, right? He was getting cheered on by everybody, guys. You know what I noticed? Look, it was a great time. For me, it was great, bro. Yes, JJ Salute. Malinaji's a cuck, guys. We just know. Poly Malinaji, I know a lot of white cucks like Poly Malinaji because they think he's something, but he's a cuck, bro. You know what I mean? He really is, bro. He really is a cuck, dude. Let's just keep that real, right? If you put Poly Malinaji in a room and you had to choose between a Mexican and a black, he's going black all day, bro. That's the way these guys are. It's because it's what they're familiar with, bro. You know, a lot of guys in America are familiar with that culture. You know, in the Northeast, they're familiar with that culture. They really are, bro. I mean, you see it in the voting and everything else that goes on in the United States of America too. By the way, right? They're familiar with that type of culture, so that's the culture you choose. That's their favorite. That's their favorite athletes, bro. Their favorite athletes are dunkers. Their favorite athletes are running backs. You know, their favorite athletes is Tiger Woods, but their favorite athletes they love golf, but when it's only Tiger Woods, you notice that? That's how cucked out it is out there, dude. Their favorite athlete, they like golf when it was Tiger Woods. Now that Tiger Woods is not there, it's dull for them, right? All right. Now that Tiger Woods is dull, is not there in golf, it's golf is dull for these cucks out there, right? It's not the same for them. You know, they don't enjoy it as much, right? Okay. Any case, a lot of cucks out there, bro. Right? Look at how easily fooled Wilder got slept is, bro. Look at how easily fooled Wilder got slept. Paulie goes against Crips usually. They consider him racist. Look at how easily fooled this cuck is. Wilder got slept. You're cucking, bro. People, the Crips go against Paulie. Yeah, the Crips go against Paulie. No, they don't. His entire family's affiliated with Crips. The dude literally loves Crips all day, every day, dude. You know, so stop it with that, dude. See, you guys are easily brainwashed and easily confused. You know, that's when I know you probably aren't Mexican and you might be a white cuck. To be honest, that's when I know. That's when I know it is, bro. You know, that's when I know if these dudes are, on some white cuckery or some American liberal white cuckery, dude. Right? Because we all know Larry listening cucking. You know, this is straight up, dude. You know, we all know most guys aren't cucking, dude, right? But, you know, hey, Pally's edgy, you know. Hey, Pally's edgy. No, he's not. He loves himself Mayweather. What are we talking about out here, dude? Get him out of my face, dude. So he called out Devin Haney and he tricks you suckers real quick? You know, what are we talking about out here, dude? Salute to Altruistic already in the chat, right? Salute to ISO in the chat. Eric earlier was in the chat. Let me keep on going forward with this, right? So Matador, salute times a billion. Jack Ripper, you know, salute. There it is, Jack Ripper. Paulie's a literal cuck. Broner dated his wife. Thank you, Jack Ripper, for breaking down. See how easy this is, though? Jack Ripper saluted, homie. See how easy this is, Jack Ripper? It's that easy. It doesn't take me long to figure out the guy was a cuck, bro. But these other guys are easy brainwashed. Oh, Paulie's edgy. Oh, Paulie's great. He's edgy. No, he's not edgy, dude. All right. A lot of guys claim to be edgy. They're not really edgy out here, dude. You know, they really aren't, bro. Any case, it's me, Pablo, saluting. It says all these people hate on Canelo, but still watch this fight and are constantly making videos. No, thank you. You know, there it is. The apparatus just hates. The apparatus just hates on Canelo, but it's good. It's whatever, man. You know what I mean? We take it how it is. Canelo to the death out here, and that's how we'll be going. That's how I'll be going all the time. Canelo. You'll see me, Ryan, and every other Mexican you see, dude. You know, that's the way I'm born. That's the way I'm raised, and that's the way it's gonna be. Period, dude. You know, period to the death. You will never see me out here taking a knee or looking like a fruitcake. You know, defending Crips, bro, or defending a Crip. You know, like that, bro. Especially, you know. We got the footprint in Boston YouTube. We're not gonna let it go. We're gonna keep on ripping this shit apart, bro. We're gonna keep on breaking it down. Salute to the Don. We're gonna keep on kicking forward, breaking it down, guys. We're not gonna let the footprint go. We're gonna go hard, heavy, you know, and everything. Canelo and Ryan to the death is what goes to Wise. Goes to Wise. You're saluted, bro. You see what I'm saying? But we're not gonna. So now let me just go on because I don't like getting sidetracked, guys. I don't like getting sidetracked. So as I was saying. Other reason Canelo's hated simply because of his looks, right? He's hated that. He's hated because of his looks and his color, right? Does any of you guys that are Mexican descent have a brother, cousin, or somebody that looks like Canelo? If you do, put yes in the chat. If you have a brother, cousin, or somebody that looks like Canelo that's Mexican, you guys can put it in the chat, or even Hispanic or Latin, or someone that looks like Canelo, you guys can put it in the chat, right? Uh, I'm gonna tell you this. I do. I have family that my nephew looks exactly like Canelo, dude. He's 100% Mexican. Okay. So what are we talking about here? It's not my fault if you don't have. I guess you're from the jungle, hardcore jungle. It's not my fault you don't have that, but you know, like that's just like I just know Mexicans are of all colors. I've seen it growing up myself. You know, it's whatever, right? So my point is this, guys. You gotta take that in consideration. A lot of guys hate. They want a stereotype. They want a stereotype, right? You notice what the favorite fighter of these cucks are? Let me ask you guys something. What is the favorite fighter of most of these guys who are cucks? If you guys can put in the chat, I'll tell you who their favorite fighter is, and it's for a reason, guys. I'll tell you who their favorite fighter. If you guys can tell me who is the favorite fighter of some of these guys who are cucks, dude. You know, they don't like Canelo, but they love cooking. I'll tell you who they are, bro. If you guys want me to tell you guys. Sergeant Salute. I'll tell you who they are if you guys want me to tell you guys. Okay? I'll tell you who it is, guys. Easily. You know how you could see who a cuck is when he goes, Pitbull Cruz is my favorite fighter. Right? There you go. I think Pitbull Cruz is a good fighter. You know, that's a cuck, bro. That's a cuck, and it's probably a racist or a weirdo, dude. You know why? Because they tend to want to stereotype Mexican that looks like that. You know, they want to stereotype. You know, that's what they're looking to do. To be honest, that's why you got Charlo hugging them. You know, hugging Pitbull Cruz. You know, that's why you got all these guys. It's almost like a caricature that they want to play on people, right? Okay, but you know, he's not even a champion, dude. But think about it. Think about how cooked out these guys are, right? They'll say that's my favorite fighter, and he's not even a champion, right? Nah, dude. You know, we're up here. We like Canelo. We like all these fighters that are doing it big, bro. Right? And Matador saying his girls from Jalisco, they all look like Canelo, bro. Facts, bro. You know what I mean? Facts, bro. Benavidez' dad, actually, another one, right? His favorite fighter is one of these guys. That look at the way Benavidez looks, guys. What do you expect, bro? You know, but that is the reason. The main basis is we're on an American platform, guys, and we're doing it in English. That's what people don't realize. That's why we're here. We're here to battle. We're here to overtake this boxing YouTube thing because we're going to overtake it. One way or another, we're taking over, bro. One way or another, we're taking over. We don't care. We're taking over, dude. And we're going to push it hard, dude. And we're never going to back down what we believe in. You'll never see us cucking out here, homie. That's all I got to say. Amok, salute. Basil, you're saluted times a billion. We got Don KK on here, and we got the Don CCD. We got both Don CCDs. We got Killer Killed on here. But let me ask you guys something. Straight up to the subject, bro. I don't know if you heard any of my rant, guys, but I'm going to ask you guys, why is Canelo, in your assessment, why is he hated out here? And is it due to what I was expressing, the American media? The American media that really has a stronghold. Even this guy, David Feitelson, is from the American media, and it's ESPN, dude, and he hates them, right? Well, we're fighting an American media here, dude. You know, the American media that loves themselves, some Kobe Bryant, some LeBron James, some, you know, running backs, and, you know, all this other shit that I don't associate with. That's what we're facing here. But what's your thoughts on that, the Don? That's what Canelo's facing. That's why he's facing this outrage. The Don Killer be killed. Furioso boxing on the panel already.
So, salute Don KKK, salute Don Furioso, and of course salute to you, Don Repit. You know, first of all, I think that we're really at that point where you hate the best, right? So the best, when you're the best, you get hated on regardless. But then we got a faction of fans that are pretty much hammock swingers, just to be fucking clear, that they can't take it. They can't believe it that they're not the face of boxing, so they make up these lies and try to bring up no-namers as the face of boxing. But the thing is, they hate that they have a guy like Canelo that right now he just sold out a massive stadium. A stadium, guys. We're not talking like an arena, we're talking a stadium. Pay-per-view buys off the yin-yang. You know what I'm saying? Just back to back to back to back. He beats his opponent to a pulp. His opponent was game. Got knocked down twice. They called it once legitimately. But guess what? They still find a way to hate, criticize. But they can't stop staring. They can't stop looking at the king of boxing. Because that's what he is, a living legend, Canelo. That's what it is. They can't stop looking at it because they want to see him fail.
Facts.
So I just give it back to you guys. I'm gonna be right here listening for just a second, but that's what it is. It's jealousy.
I want to carry off what the Don just said. Look, I don't know if you guys know. I think they're the viewership from Mexico. They're saying that it was probably one of the most watched event out there. And it's being reported. And I still don't know the numbers for out here in the US man, but I think it has a lot to do with, Canelo. People Canelo has a lot of support, bro, but he also, the same type of support that he also has that of haters, bro. People that want to see him lose. And I think that people are paying to see Canelo lose. They want to see him go with a David Benavidez. They want to see him fight Better Beef. They want to see him fight the Beevils. They want to see him fight Charlo because they're hoping that these guys beat Canelo, not because they want to see boxing a good fight. They want to see him lose. So these guys are they're paying to see Canelo lose. At the end of the day, they're still watching them. So the way either you're streaming or you're not, or you're paying for it, or you're seeing them, you're tweeting about him. All that revenues to money. Clout equals money, bro. All that shit, you make Canelo's getting richer and richer. The more you hate him, the more richer he gets, bro. And that's good. Keep hating him. Keep saying whatever you want to say, bro. Say that this and that doesn't matter. Promote him. You're promoting Canelo at the end of the day. These haters, they're always gonna hate. They want to see. They're paying to see him lose. They say they want to fight Benavidez, like they're thinking Benavidez will do anything to Canelo. They probably beat him. Hey, that's their opinion. If they think that's the thing. If that's how you really feel, that's cool, bro. But if you just want to, if you can say Benavidez just so he can beat up Canelo, and maybe Benavidez is that person that could beat Canelo just because you hate Canelo, then you got problems, dude. You got serious personal problems, bro. That I don't know why you're hating on the boxer that doesn't even fucking know you. You know what I'm saying? But that comes with being the face of boxing. That comes with the territory, bro. And Canelo is just that great, just that big, bro.
Hey, Killer V Kill, we got a guy out here, bro, who don't like Canelo. He's about to jump on. Killer be killed. Here we go. His name is Overgrown. Overgrown. What's your thoughts?
Time is done. Tank is the face of boxing. 1.4 million pay-per-views sold. Canelo old. He was eating punches to the face. He needed to retire.
No, I was gonna ask you. Overgrown. I was gonna ask you. Yeah, it really is. But Overgrown, I got a question. You really believe that, or are you just on some hateful rhetoric?
No, Canelo old. He done had 70 fights. He lost to TBE Floyd Mayweather. He never recovered. And he's not here fighting bums, eating punches to the face. He can't move his head no more. I
was gonna ask you, what forms of media do you see? Do you get this type of thoughts from?
I watched the fight for free. I ain't pay for that.
So there it is. So. Who's do you watch ESPN? Do you watch NBA? Do you watch football? Do you watch all that other stuff or no?
I don't really watch sports. I don't like them cucky sports. I like boxing.
What do you watch then? What do you watch? Hockey or what?
Boxing.
What do you watch? Hockey?
I watch boxing because black people be kicking Mexicans' ass in boxing.
So then you like let me ask you something. Who are your top 3 favorite fighters then?
TBE, Floyd Money Mayweather, Muhammad Ali, Tank Davis.
Now I was gonna ask you something. Does it hurt you that Canelo's bigger than all 3 of them?
Canelo never passed up Floyd.
He's already passed him. Floyd's broke. He doesn't have money. He's still fighting exhibitions. He's still fighting exhibitions for $100,000, and he's committing frauds all over the place. Canelo's already made more money than Floyd ever dreamed of.
I think Floyd's getting paid. I think $2 million for this fight that's coming up with this Gotti dude, bro. I never heard of. I think they're flying in Florida.
By the way, that's Malinagi's friend. That's Paulie Malinagi's friend.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's cuck, bro. But you see,
that's crazy.
I didn't even need to tell you anything. I just need to tell you that basically Canelo already better than Mayweather in all forms, championships.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Money and everything.
There's nothing wrong with that though. There's nothing wrong with that.
He never caught up to Floyd. He's still trying to catch
He
up.
already passed him. He already passed
No,
him.
he didn't.
That's why.
Listen.
What I'm asking is this: is that why you're angry at Canelo? Because you feel he passed Floyd Mayweather? Because if you didn't feel that he passed Floyd Mayweather, why would you need to be saying it, right?
What Canelo did last year, Floyd did in one fight.
Well, which fight? Which fight?
McGregor and Pacquiao.
That was McGregor's numbers, and that was all Pacquiao. Because if you look at Andre Berto versus Floyd Mayweather, it did like 200,000 pay-per-view
What
buys.
Canelo did
And
last year, Floyd did twice off of one fight.
No, he didn't.
no, he didn't. That's actually people in the media that reported that Floyd Mayweather net worth is less than his whole career. He only made $100 million.
Subject.
No,
What
no, no.
Canelo made last
No,
year,
no, no.
Floyd made
I answered your
100
question.
million twice.
No.
That's
We
Floyd
report this. We reported this on this channel.
You don't
that's
see.
fake. That's
You don't
fake.
see. You don't
That's
see
fake.
Floyd. It's like what Kirby Kill said. You don't see Floyd in any Forbes. Nothing, dude. It's
No,
a
that's
sham.
what I'm saying.
Sham.
That's what I'm saying.
That's a
Have you seen Steven Espinosa said, "Oh, Floyd Mayweather made $100 million
Why
for this
change
fight"?
the
Never,
subject?
never. No,
Floyd
no.
made
I'm
Floyd
answering your
not
question.
selling
$100
anything
million.
now. Why is he not selling anything now? Why is he not selling anything now?
Because he's retired.
No, he's still
it's
fighting.
because
How's
he
he
hasn't
retired?
got a sidekick. He
He's
hasn't
fighting.
got a dance
He's
partner.
He's fighting because he's broke. He's fighting because why would he be fighting when he's 50 years old and taking punches to the face if he wasn't broke?
Yeah.
Billionaire.
Because he
Billionaire.
took less than Canelo is, and he has all
He's
the
broke.
Because
He's
He didn't
broke.
break his eardrum.
bad.
I think he broke his ear. He almost knocked out
Wait.
Floyd, bro.
But Kirby
Canelo
Kill,
was
this is
eating
actually-
punches to the face.
I don't even want to talk about this overgrown, but you just brought up a sad subject. Got boxers who
Canelo
fight when they're
was
old
eating
because
punches
they're
to the
broke.
face. He's not gonna be able to talk at
Yeah.
40.
Think about that overgrown.
He done.
Mayweather falling into the trap of boxers who fight when they're old because they're sad and broke, dude. I never
Not
thought
only that.
about that. All this
Mayweather
money
has
team, all
his
this.
Socrates.
Dude, Floyd
Mayweather got
Floyd
hit less
Floyd
than
does what the
Canelo
fake
did.
rappers do. Where they buy fake gold and they talk about money, but they don't
Fake
have
it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
Canelo was
He's still faking
eating
it. He's
punches
still
to
faking
the
it.
face. You're always watching that fight.
Floyd Mayweather's still getting punches to the face. He got hit by Deji and got a black eye.
And
And that
Floyd's
dude never
retired.
boxed, never laced up gloves before. What's going
He's
on?
fighting. Floyd get millions of dollars to fight people who
Yeah,
never
2
boxed
million,
before.
and he's fighting this Gotti dude, and then Canelo's making 110 million.
Floyd did that in one fight.
No, he didn't. People
Yes, he
already
did. He
came
did
out and
that
said,
twice.
no. Where did you see he made 110 million? Who
Floyd
reported
made
it?
100 million twice.
Says
One
who?
fight.
Says who? If
What?
Canelo comes out and said I made 300 million for
No,
this
over-
fight, that means
overgrown.
that's what he made, or
Overgrown,
what?
you're
That's
just
a
saying,
dumbass argument.
I said it. You're saying
I just said what you just said. Just flipped it.
I know it.
That's a dumbass argument.
There you go.
Overgrown's going.
Your
I said
argument's
it, so
stupid.
it's real. Like, dude, that's not real. Just because you're saying it doesn't mean it's real. What's real is
That's what I'm saying.
Mayweather's shooting bums, and he's still, he's broke, dude. He's even.
You ever had Floyd Mayweather? You ever had Floyd Mayweather? What is it? 30 million people watching Floyd Mayweather in one night?
Floyd Mayweather made
Nah, never,
$100 million
bro, never.
twice.
Never seen.
Floyd made
Never.
$100 million twice.
Canelo, they had 30 million people watching Saturday.
Why
Floyd
doesn't
Floyd
anybody
made-
question?
Hold up, Canelo sold 30 million
made 12
pay-per-views.
rounds with Berto. If he's the best ever,
Hold up,
why
did
is he
Canelo
doing
sell
12
30
rounds with
million
Berto?
pay-per-views?
Nobody said that. I said people were watching.
How the fuck?
Yeah,
Canelo
Canelo. I saw the numbers,
Yeah,
and it
the
was
numbers,
60
30 million
people
people
What
watching.
watching
number?
it.
What
One of the
number?
60
biggest
million.
sporting events in Mexico.
What number?
Yeah, 60 million.
What
60
number?
million people saw the fight.
What
Yep, all
pay-per-view?
around the
Like
globe,
what
everywhere.
numbers? Where
That's
that
just
number
in
come from?
Mexico.
Where does that number come
Yeah.
From Televisa, Azteca, all these
Azteca.
outlets.
from? And what is
Coming from
that? What is like? What did they watch the fight?
Thought
Why
that's
did
where they
30
fought
million
it.
people watch
The
the fight?
zone Televisa. That's where they fought it. When you watched it on the Fire TV, that's what they.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was
Hey,
free.
This is right
rep
there.
it.
So it was
Nah,
free.
you paid for it. I mean, it was free because you stole
Hold
it.
up. So did they pay for it or was it free? Which like what was it?
I got a question.
Did you
Wait,
pay
I'm-
for
No,
it
we're
or
not
was
changing
it
the
free?
subject.
I'm gonna
How do y'all
simplify
know
this.
30
I'm gonna
million
simplify
people
this.
watch
No,
Overgrown.
you-
Overgrown. What's the
No,
last?
we're not.
What's
we're
the
not
last
changing the
Floyd?
subject. We're not
Overgrown.
changing
What's the
the
last?
subject.
Hold up.
You're
What's
not
the
changing
last
the
Floyd
subject.
Mayweather fight? What's the
How
last
do y'all
Floyd
know
Mayweather
30
fight you
million
paid
people
for?
watch the Canelo fight?
Overgrown. What's the last
How do y'all
Floyd
know 30
Mayweather
million people?
fight?
Where did
fight you
that
paid
number
for?
come from?
Let me ask you
Where did
something.
the number come
What's
from?
the
Where did
last Floyd
Where did the
Mayweather
30
fight you paid
million
for?
come from? You just said 30 million people watched the
No.
fight and you said it wasn't paid.
60 million.
Where did that number come from?
60 million. 60 million.
Where did
But I
the
was gonna
number
ask
come
you,
from?
what's the last
What is
Floyd Mayweather
television?
fight
What
you
is
paid
it
for?
pay-per-view?
Overgrown. What's the last Floyd Mayweather fight you paid for?
Where did the 60 million number come from? Where is it
You
from?
don't
What is it?
support Mayweather. That's why he's broke, dude. That's
Where
what I'm
is
trying
the
to get
60
at.
That's true.
million
Why
I
is
coming
paid
from?
for
Where's
Floyd
Canelo
that
fighting,
number
fight.
bro?
coming
That's
from?
weird.
I
Hey, why is
paid for
Floyd
the
Where is
Canelo
that
fight.
number
Because the
coming from?
Isn't
Where
McGregor
is
like,
the
fans are
60
not
million
buying the
coming from? We're
tickets
not
anymore.
changing
oh,
the
that's
The
what
subject.
it is.
pay-per-views.
That's what it is. That's
And
what
the
it is.
Pacquiao
Now it makes
fans are
sense.
not, and in the Indonesians and the Mexicans and the English from Manchester, they're not buying the pay-per-views anymore, you see, because the cribs that supported Berto, they're not interested
Where
in
did
that
that
fight, are
$60
That's
they?
million
true.
come from? Where did that number come from? What is television?
So
Is it
Floyd
free?
Mayweather
What
is
is
like
it?
2 million. Like
Yeah,
he's gonna
thank
get
you
paid
to
2
the
million for
So
English
what is
and to
this
the
number?
and
Where did
he's
this
still
number
getting
come
hit.
from?
That shit crazy.
Indonesians.
Where did this number
It's
come
right
from?
there on there. It says
Oh yeah, right there.
Rapid purchased the Ryder Canelo fight. Now Overgrown doesn't even have one document that he purchased the Mayweather fight. He's just saying
Where
shit.
is the
That's why
Yeah,
$60
give me
Mayweather's
million
some
broke.
dollars
proof that you
coming
That's
bought
from?
the
why
Mayweather fight,
Mayweather's
bro.
broke. That's why
Where
Mayweather's
is the
broke
number
and
coming from?
fighting. That's the black people
Where is
abandon
that
him.
number? Where is
The
the
black
number
people
coming from?
abandon
Where
him
is
and they
that
just say he's
number
good.
coming
That's
from?
all. He great, but they don't pay for
We
nothing.
got
He's broke.
ETBE.
He's broke.
Where is that number coming from?
If he
He's
wasn't
broke.
broke, why is he doing exhibition fights? He's still out there fighting for.
Exactly. He's broke.
It's a
He's out there.
fucking
Where is that number
circus.
coming
Yeah,
from?
he's
He's
broke.
still tap
Circus.
dancing for
He's
money.
broke as fuck.
Get out there and dance, boy. Get out there and dance.
Where
I'll
is
tell
the
you,
number coming from?
today,
Where is that
today
$60
I
million
realised. Can I
coming
just
from?
say, lads?
What
Can
did
I
y'all
just
just
say,
pull
lads?
that number out of y'all
The
ass? Where did
crib.
that number come
I'll
from?
answer you. I'll just answer you, my friend. The crib on the show. Today I realised Canelo is huge. I'll tell you why. Because I was doing a stream
I don't give a
earlier.
fuck what you doing. What did the 60 million number
I'll
come
tell
from?
you. I'm going to
Where did
answer
the
you,
number
bitch.
come from?
I'll
Y'all
tell
pulled,
you,
y'all said
bitch.
30 million people watch Canelo fight. Where did the number come from?
The number came from I was watching listening to Turkish radio
Don't
today.
nobody give a fuck
And
about
on the
Turkish
main
radio.
news,
Where did the
they
30
were
million number
talking
come from? Where did
Canelo.
that number come from? Because y'all making stuff
Canelo
up. Like,
this and
where did that
Canelo
number
that
come
at the
from?
weekend and the face of boxing in Turkish on the
So nobody give a
main
fuck about what you're
news.
talking about. Where did the
Of course
$30
you're
million
not, because
number
you're
come
black.
from?
You're
Where
black
did the number
racist.
come from?
That's why. You're black racist.
Why are you talking about race? Where did the $30 million number come
Because you
from?
don't like Ginger
Oh, it's
White.
beyond 30 million. It's
Where
beyond
did
$30 million.
the $30 million come from?
Beyond
Like,
$30
I'm not
million.
one of y'all
It's beyond.
fans who let
It's
y'all
beyond
change the
$30 million.
subject. Where did the number come
No,
from?
no, it's beyond. You said $30 million. It's
Why are
beyond
you
30
so mad that it made over
I know. Why are
60
you
million,
so
bro?
mad?
Who's
Why are
mad?
you
I'm
mad,
asking
dude?
the question. Where did
You
Why
the
you
number
asking
mad?
come
over and
from? I
over,
want y'all
it's
to
a
be
sign
honest
that
with
you're
that.
agitated. Why
At
are
the
you
end
so
of the day, it
agitated?
doesn't matter what any of these Crips or hammock swingers think. We
So
we
y'all
had a
lying.
massive event, and at
Are
the end
y'all
of the
lying?
day, they
Did
always
y'all
try to
make that
come out
number up?
here
Y'all
and
can't prove where the
try to
number came
impose their
from?
own opinions on something
Well,
that they
y'all
don't
can't,
even.
like,
You don't
what's
even
up?
care
Y'all
about.
can't prove where the
If
number
you
come
guys
from.
don't
Where
care
did the
about
$30
it,
million come
and
from?
you
Sound
don't
like
care
y'all
about
just
the
making
numbers,
shit up.
you
Y'all
only
just
care about
making.
your numbers, then who gives a fuck? Quit complaining and go back to your little hole. Wherever you
Complaining about
came from,
what? I'm
doesn't
asking
really
you
matter.
guys, where did the $30
We're
million
not
come
trying to
from?
impress you. We're out here living our lives, buying our fights, supporting our boxing. That's what you guys
Where
don't
did
do.
the $30 million number come from?
Well,
Where
let's
did
go
that
straight
number
into
come
this. Let's get straight into
That's
this
what he
because Overgrown's
earns.
obviously he's impressed with Canelo. But let's go to this. Eddie Reynoso came out 2 days ago, and he said this: the only thing black fighters do is run and jab like sissies.
from? Why are
He
y'all
says
talking about race? I'm asking, where did the
the only
$30 million
thing black
number
fighters
come
do is
from?
run and jab. Is that factual?
Yes, BDA, because
That's
I'm not
facts.
letting them switch the
You know, some
subject. They made a
YouTube
statement.
editors
I want
also
you to prove
for
it,
keeping it
BDA.
real, keeping it 100.
Where did the number
All the
come
way up
from?
there. 1,000, you know, as they say out there, bruh. Fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? It says the only thing black fighters do is run and
Why y'all
jab.
talking about
Dance.
And
race?
then
Run
win the
and
Black
round,
people
dance.
bro.
don't
And
have
it's
nothing to
true,
do with
bro.
this
Because
Run and
conversation.
dance. That's
Where
what
did
they
the
do.
$30 million
it makes
number
sense,
come
bro.
from?
Because the media is biased, bro. You know, you can go land
Y'all sound like
more
you
punches, and then
complaining.
all the black fighters gotta do
Where
is
did the
just throw a
$30
jab
million
That's
number
why
and
they
then
come
run
from?
make. That's
around and
why
they give
they
them the
make the
round. And
thieves.
it's racism in boxing that needs to
Stop crying,
change.
man
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Where did the $30
Who's
million
crying?
number come from?
I was talking. You cut me off, bro. What's going on?
Where did the number come from?
Yeah, but I was talking, bro. I was talking
Where
about the
did the
subject,
$30
bro.
million number come
It says
from?
the
You
only
never
thing
answered.
black fighters
You
do
made a
is his
claiming.
run and
I'm
jab,
asking
and
you to
then
prove
Eddie
it.
Reynoso. Salute to Eddie Reynoso, bro.
Salute to him. Where did the $30 million number come from?
There it is. Salute, bro. Hey, look at
Salute,
him. He
thank you, bro. I
saluted him.
appreciate it.
There it is. He agrees
Well,
with
The
it.
$30
He
million
agrees.
number come from?
That's what he'd be getting. Contractual.
Where did the number come from?
From the
It
contract.
doesn't matter where it came from. Where did Mayweather
Y'all
being
just
rich
made.
come
So
from?
y'all just made it up.
Well, you just making up that Mayweather's rich when he's broke and he's fighting for exhibition.
Where did the $30 million number come from?
Where is Mayweather rich or not?
Where did the $30 million
Is
number?
Mayweather
How are you
rich or
gonna
what?
prove Mayweather's rich? He's not. He's
Skin
fighting
out.
exhibition.
He's
boy.
skin.
Come.
Where did the
boy.
$100 million come from?
Cap
Where did the
hands
$100
and
million
boy.
come from?
Made a claim.
No.
30 million people watched
Where did
Canelo
$100
fight.
million
Where did
Now,
the $100
come
Furioso, I got a question.
What's up?
Is Eddie
Y'all tell
Reynoso
me
on
where the
point?
$100
And he's
million
BDA, get on the
Mayweather
panel.
come
Your
from?
people trying to pivot.
I
They
tell
trying
you
to
what,
change the
though. I
subject.
tell
They
you
made
what,
a
though.
claim, and I want them to prove it. Prove the claim.
Rep
You
it.
said 30 million people
No,
watched.
so let's take
Prove
it.
Reynoso. Can you
No, it's
please
actually
tell me where the $100 million contract came from?
You know he's fucking right, Rep it. I've always said it. I said it from the start. BFB. He's basically
Now, please tell me where
insinuating
the
back
$100
foot
million
bitch. That's what
Floyd
they're good at
Mayweather
doing.
getting
Running.
Facts.
Running
Hey,
on the
Doug.
retreat. Running.
Can y'all
Facts.
please tell me
That's
where
why
$100
they make
million
the best thieves. Because
Why is
they got
BDA
the
complaining about
fucking
personal
speed.
armies?
Can
They
you
had made
please
a
tell me
claim
where the
that 30
$100 million
million people
number
watched the
came from?
Canelo fight.
Can you
That's
please
simple.
tell me where the $100
They
million
can't
number
prove it.
came from Floyd?
They can't prove 30 million
Can
people
please-
watched the Canelo fight.
Can you please tell me where the $100 million come from Floyd Mayweather getting paid?
$100 million? Okay, I'll Google
He's
it.
asking, bro. He's asking over. Where's the $100 million for Floyd come
I'm
from?
hearing a lot of talking, but you ain't putting no numbers. Can you please tell me the $100 million where Floyd got paid? Coming from a reliable source. Coming from Steven Espinoza. Oh, wait.
I guess he's lost for words, but I'm not lost for words. The only thing black fighters do is run and jab. Eddie Reynoso, and that quote is perfectly put. And he's also saying that he needs to do more, guys. He needs to do more. That Mexican fighters need to do more because there's bias over here in the United States of America, just like you see the bias going in against Canelo. And that's like I said, we're in a foreign land, guys. We really are, dude.
Where did Canelo state that 30 million people watched his fight?
60 million people saw his fight
Where did that number come from?
from Televisa. Go look it up yourself.
And is that pay-per-view?
It's people viewing. Yes, they pay per view. They pay for
People
they
viewing
pay for their,
what?
yeah.
It was
They
on
pay.
free, and it was for free on
What's
ESPN?
free? What's free? There's nothing free on. There's nothing
Was
free
it
on
for free
any.
on ESPN?
Where
Or
they don't
fucking
have
Mexico
ESPN.
TV?
They have different networks.
So it was for free on.
Do you
Mexican
watch
TV.
NBA basketball for free?
No, it was. I don't watch
Exactly.
basketball.
So you
It
think
was.
they're
So
gonna
it
be
was.
watching? You think they're gonna be watching boxing for free over there? They're paying to see boxing and they're watching it on their screens.
So it should be pay-per-view.
Subscriptions.
I mean, everything's
So-
pay per view at this point. Subscription, everything. It's everything's
what
pay
is
per
it?
view at this
Is
point.
it paper? Will it be pay-per-view numbers, or what will it come out as? Because it seemed like
Let me
y'all
ask you
just make
something.
shit up.
Has
You
Floyd
changed
ever
the
had?
subject now.
Has Floyd? No. Has
You
Floyd
changed the
ever had
subject.
60 million?
You changed
Has
the
Floyd ever
subject.
had
Will it
60
be
million, 60
subscription or
million people watch his
pay-per-view?
fight? No, he hasn't.
Would it be
Dude,
subscription or
it's a
pay-per-view? You changed the
DAZN
subject.
platform. It's a DAZN platform,
I
which
see
is
y'all just heard them
worldwide
change the subject.
broadcaster.
What
It's
will
a
it be?
worldwide broadcaster, and it's on
What
an
will
app
it be?
in
Will
every
it be
country.
pay-per-view or subscriptions?
Both. You subscribe in every
So
country.
it should be
It's an
30
app.
million
It's
pay-per-views.
not
So,
your
Let me just break it to
BBC
you.
shit.
Let me just break it to you. Let me just break
so
it
it
to
should
you.
be. It should. What should it
Let
be?
me just break it to you. Let me just break it to you. Let me just break it to you. Over there, they sold 60 million.
What?
But
Pay-per-view?
over here, they're not gonna report that
Pay-per-view?
because that's not. Yeah, that's not what they
It's
do over
pay-per-view,
here, right?
so it should be 60
Now let me ask you
million
something.
pay-per-views.
Did they release any other numbers from Floyd? No, they didn't, right?
Should it? So it should be 60 million pay-per-views.
How many releases of pay-per-views of
Are you-
Floyd have they released?
Are you changing the subject?
No, I'm just asking you. How many pay-per-view releases have they released from
Did you
Floyd?
not say 60 million people bought?
Yeah,
Canelo
60
fight?
million. 60
So
million.
that should be 60 million pay-per-views, right?
Well, go look it up yourself.
What you mean? It ain't came out yet.
Why do I have to do the work? You do the work.
You made the claim. Where did you get the
Because the
number
claim is the same claim you have. You had the claim that Floyd Mayweather made $100 million. He didn't.
from? I never made the claim Canelo sold 60 million pay-per-views.
Oh, you said Floyd Mayweather made $100 million in a fight, and that's a fake claim. That's not
The
proven at all.
PBC
Okay,
is
so where did
notorious
you
for
get
not
the?
releasing
So
their
if
numbers, bro.
your
Of course.
claim is true, where did you get the claim that 60 million people
Well,
bought the
it's easy.
Canelo
It's
fight?
easy because the paycheck proves it. Canelo last year made $110 million.
Yeah,
Now, who do you
last year
think's
don't
paying
have.
them that money?
What does last year have to do with pay-per-views
$110
from?
million as of 2023. So that's
What?
actually the start
Okay.
of the year.
What does
So
what
what does
does
that tell
last?
you? So what does that tell you? That's provable. That means there's money.
You trying to
Now, how come I
overtalk
don't
me?
see? How come I don't
You don't
see
want me to
Floyd
answer the
up there
question.
making money? Because no
You
one's
don't want me to
paying to
answer the
view
question.
him. No
You
one's
don't want me to
paying
answer
to
the
view
question.
him. No one's paying to
You
view
don't want me to
Floyd.
answer the question.
No one's paying
You don't want
view
me to answer
Floyd.
the question. You made a
I'm just
statement, right?
answering
Can I
the question.
respond?
No
Can
one's
I
the only
respond?
way we can
Can I
prove things
respond? You get scalloping. Can
overgrown.
I
The
respond
only
now?
way we can prove
Can I
things is if
respond
there's
now?
money
Can I
involved.
respond? You made a claim. Can I
Respond.
respond?
Respond.
Okay. Where did since my 100 million from Mayweather is incorrect and your 60 million pay-per-views is correct, where did you get that number?
Where I got my number is seeing Canelo on the top 5 of richest athletes, and he's made $110 million.
Okay.
On Forbes.
Hold up. No.
Make a
Don't let him
Forbes
do it. No. And how does numbers from last year correlate
It is
with
not.
60?
It says Forbes highest paid athletes 2023, and it says Canelo number 5 at 110. That's 2023. So now it's
Okay.
probably at 210 million. That's fine.
And how is that 60 million included in that when the fight
It might be
happens
more.
Saturday?
It might be more. It might be more.
So how
It's-
is
think about
that say
Where's
Canelo goes-
Mayweather?
How does
Where's Tank?
that list?
Where's
how
Mike
does
Tyson?
that-
Where's any of these
You're not
guys?
letting
Where's
me
Mayweather?
respond.
Where's
Tank?
all-
Any
where's
of these
all-
guys?
Y'all not letting me respond. How does that number show Canelo sold 60 million Saturday?
You're right.
Where do you
right.
see it?
He's right. Canelo's
That's
probably at
280
210 million
million.
now. Yeah, it's probably at 210 million now because this is as of
Right.
2023.
So how does that number show Canelo sold 60 million?
I mean, it shows he sold a lot of fights, and it shows he's in the future. This is gonna be even higher.
So it doesn't show he sold.
They need
60
to count
million?
it. They need
So
to
it
count the
doesn't
numbers.
include- so it
Forbes,
doesn't
wait,
include the
Forbes,
60
wait,
million.
Forbes is an official. No, Forbes, no.
Oh, so it
Mexican
doesn't
media
include
already
the
said
60
it.
million sold,
Mexican media
correct?
already said it was 60 million views. But what I'm trying to say is this:
You said
Forbes
so,
is showing
like,
you.
no.
Wait,
so-
Rep
Forbes is
it,
showing
rep
you.
it. He gets
Forbes
more than
Does that
Canelo.
110 million
Canelo
include the
gets
60
more
million
than showing you.
pay-per-views sold?
Forbes
Canelo
is
rep
showing
it.
you. Forbes is showing you that. Wait, hold up. Forbes is showing you that the 110 million is backed by views because that's actual money. Now, where's Floyd? Where's his money backed right here?
You changed the subject.
No, I'm just asking.
You said the 60 million pay-per-views.
$100 million.
You said the 110 includes the 60 million pay-per-views.
Nope. I said this is
Now
before
you're
the
saying
fight.
The
This is
60
before
million
the fight,
pay-per-views
so
will be
it's even going to
included?
be more. You're going to be even angrier. It's going to be more money. It's going to be more Canelo. This is before the Ryder fight. $110 million.
So that number doesn't
And-
prove the 60 million pay-per-views.
It says
It's gonna-
2023. Forbes highest paid athletes. 2023. This is this year.
Exactly.
So does that number include the 60 million pay-per-views?
No, that's what I'm saying.
No.
It's gonna be bigger.
So,
He's gonna be
okay,
number one on
good.
this list.
So how
He's gonna
does
be
it
number
prove,
one on this list.
So how does it prove Canelo sold 60 million pay-per-views?
I mean, it's proven that his numbers are backed by money, by gold. Now, where are Floyd Mayweather's numbers backed? I don't see him on this list. If he was on this list, it'd prove that he's getting views and paid for those
You're
views.
you're contradicting yourself.
Oh, I'm telling you the truth.
If
Where
the
is
100
Floyd
if
getting
the-
paid for views? He's not. He's not on Forbes. He's not getting paid for views. Canelo's getting paid for views because it's $110 million. That proves
Is-
that his views are real.
Is the 60 million pay-per-views included in that 110?
Nope, and that will be included later on. That's the point I'm trying to tell
So the
you.
60
Who's
million
60 million
number
60
is
million.
not included in
Canelo
the
has a
110.
contract in Mexico. Canelo has a contract with those networks in Mexico.
So you're just making it up. You have no proof.
Well, this is the truth. Canelo has a contract with the Mexican broadcasters.
But the 60 million pay-per-views is not included in that
Hell,
number
they're
that you
paid.
said.
They have to pay Canelo. That's 60 million that
So-
he's going into his pocket.
So it's not included in that 110.
Not right here. This is before the fight. So basically, it's going to be more money for Canelo. A lot of people don't know this, but Canelo has deals with the Mexican
pivoting.
TV outlets.
That's right.
That's cool. But you said the 60 million
Yeah, he's getting 60 million people paid to see him because he has basically
You
deals
said-
with the Mexican outlets, with the Mexican TV outlets.
You said you could prove that number by the.
Of course, you
Forbes
could prove
list.
it. He has a deal with the Mexican TV outlet, so 60 million viewers is going to get him paid.
You said you could. You said you could prove that
I
60
just
million
proved it
pay-per-view
right now.
buys.
I just proved it right now.
You
And
interrupted
also
me. You're
look at the
interrupting
top
me. You're
five.
not letting me
The top five
respond.
is
But you're
all
just
You're not
Canelo.
letting me
repeating yourself.
respond. You're
You're
not
just
letting me
repeating
respond.
yourself, saying the
You're getting
same old crap.
aggravated.
60 million, 60
You're getting
million.
aggravated. You're
You
not
don't know
letting me
where it
talk.
comes from. Who cares if you don't know where it
You're
comes
not letting
from?
me
We
talk.
don't really care about your
You're not
fucking
letting me
thought
talk.
process of how
You're not letting me
the
talk.
business
You're
works.
interrupting
The
me. You're
business
gish
works the way it
galloping.
works. And
You're
you see
afraid to let your
that
audience
Canelo
hear me.
Alvarez is on top
You're
of the
afraid
heat,
to let your
the
people
face
hear
of
me.
boxing,
I'm
original
not changing the
legend,
subject. We're gonna
and
stick
you
on
and
this
you're trying to
110 million, 60
your
million.
nickels and dimes over here,
We're
and
not
then you
changing the subject.
on the
I
list.
don't care about your crying. I don't care about your
Nobody's
bitching.
crying, and
I don't care
everybody
about your
knows that you're
whining.
over here
I don't care
just
about
acting
your
dumb
sissy.
because
I
you
don't
can't
care
figure
about
out
none of that
that
shit.
Canelo is number one and he's on the forklift.
Guess what? That 60 million number isn't included in
And
the
you're over
number
here
he
mad
listed.
because you're a crip.
60
That 60
million,
million.
60 million Mexicans saw this fight. The country, which is half the country, because basically there's 147 million Mexicans. So half of the country saw this fight, and that's what was reported and on all Mexican news outlets. And it's not my fault you guys don't speak
You
Spanish,
said
but I'm not
you
gonna be
said
I'm not
you
gonna
could
be
you
I'm not
said
gonna
you
be
could
dropping the
you
news and
said
just
you
showing
could
it too. I have
prove
nothing
that
to
number.
it's not
Look
gonna
at
do
B
me
Day, he
anything. I'm not
yelling
gonna
over me. He
like,
not
oh
letting me
my god,
respond.
I proved overgrown right. No, I'm just keeping it real, and Canelo's number one. And why are people mad? I don't know. You tell me. Why are you mad over growing that Canelo's making no money?
Y'all are changing the subject. Y'all talking over me, not letting me respond. Y'all can't have a civil conversation. Y'all getting kind of angry. Y'all yelling. What's up? Okay. You said you could prove 60 million buys from the 110 pay-per-view sold. When I asked you, was that true? You said no, they'll have to add it. So I'm asking you, where did you get that 60 million pay-per-view numbers from?
Like I said before, we could talk in this tone. We could talk in this tone. You know, we could talk in this tone, and this is great too, right? So let's talk
Now,
in this tone. Well, wait, hold on. The Don. Let me go on. So let me break it to you. Let me break it to you since I gotta get into like I'm talking to a fourth grader here, right? So hey, Canelo made $110 million at the start of the year. He was on the Forbes 2023 list, meaning proven that he sells fights and he's getting $110 million. Yesterday was reported by Mexican media, which Canelo has contracts with both of the biggest television media outlets in Mexico, which is TV Azteca and Televisa, that half of the country saw the fight. That's 60 million, maybe more, guys. 60 million is actually on the low tier. It might be 80 million, to be honest, right? But that's how many people saw it. And by the way, Canelo has a contract with TV Azteca and Televisa to get money for those fights. So there it is. They paid to see him. They paid to see Canelo fight. And here's another thing. This list right here, this is Forbes 2023 before the Ryder fight. So this is gonna even be higher in the coming months, because actually there's evidence. This proves. Wait, hold up. There's proofs right here. There's evidence that people are paying for his fights, because guess what? $110 million comes from people paying for fights. And I don't see Mayweather up here. I don't see anybody else up here. All I see is Canelo Alvarez, bro.
As long as you acknowledge that the 60 million pay-per-views isn't included in that 110, like you said it was, we cool.
I didn't say it was. You said it was. I told you it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. Since, by the way, since you like seeing Canelo succeed, I think you'll be happy that Canelo's gonna get more money than this on the next list, which might come out like in 2-3 weeks or maybe a month.
I asked you to prove 60
He's gonna
million
be
pay-per-view.
banking. He's gonna be banking. No, see, he's gonna be
interrupting
banking
me,
more.
BDA.
He's gonna be banking more. Now, let me ask you something. Where is Mayweather on these lists? How come
You just
How come nothing
interrupted
of
me and
him?
changed it to
How come
subject.
nothing of Mayweather's public?
I asked you to prove 60
No, I'm
million
asking you
pay-per-view.
now. I answer your question.
Are you
How
interrupting
come
me?
nothing of Mayweather's
You
public?
interrupted me?
does the
You're not gonna
PBC
let me
still
respond?
owe Mayweather money?
You're not gonna let me respond?
Is that why he's still fighting?
Are y'all gonna overtalk me and let me respond?
Respond.
Okay. I asked you, where did you get the 60 million pay-per-view number from? You said you can prove it with the Forbes list. As long as we acknowledging that you did say that, or now you changing it, cool. Floyd Mayweather is retired.
Okay, and why is he fighting still?
Because he can and he has all his faculties. He has been getting punched in the face like Canelo has.
I mean, I saw him get punched in the face by Logan Paul multiple times. Why is he still fighting? Why is he still embarrassing himself like that? Why is he letting the
Because he
why is he
has
letting
all
the
his
YouTuber?
faculties and he
Why
can't.
is he why is he letting the YouTube throw bombs all over his face?
Didn't he get like 30 million for the fight? 50 million.
No, he didn't. That's not provable. That's not provable.
So
Where are
you
the
can prove.
numbers?
So
Where are the
you can
numbers? I don't
prove
see. I don't
60
see. I don't
million.
see. I don't see Mayweather on top
You
Forbes
just
list.
hold up.
Those are
You
lies.
just went through. You just went from 60 million.
No,
is
well, let me
included
ask
to
you. Where
110.
pull up
Y'all
how
interrupting me.
much
Y'all not
Floyd's
letting me
worth.
talk.
He's not even worth. He's not even worth 10 million. He's broke, dude.
And where's the proof he's broke?
I mean, the proof is you think he's rich, and he's literally committing insurance scams for his chains and all this type of stuff, dude.
So
And
he
he's
should
still
be in
fighting.
jail, correct?
I
He
would.
should be in
Why is he
jail.
Mayweather's
still
out here
fighting?
tap dancing
If
for
he's
fucking
scamming,
money, bro.
shouldn't he
He's
be
still
in jail?
fighting. He's supposed
still
to be like the CEO of the PBC, the head honcho, and he's over here tap dancing for money.
Because he can. He has all his faculties.
That's why Oscar De La Hoya owns all the rights to his fights.
There it is. That's another one. Oscar owns all the rest of
What?
those fights, and you don't see Oscar. Yes, that's the truth. And you don't
Wh-
see Oscar out here.
Hold
You don't
up,
see
hold up,
Oscar
hold
De La
up.
Hoya.
Explain
How come
that.
Oscar?
Explain
De,
that.
how come
No,
Oscar
let's
De
go
La
down
Hoya
that. Let's go
doesn't?
down that. Explain
That's
that.
the truth. Break it down to Don.
What
Tell
is
him.
that?
Tell
Break
him,
it
Don.
down. Break that
Break
down.
it down to Don.
Because all of the fights that he was contractuated with Oscar, he owns all the rights to those fights. All of his mega fights that he was under the Golden Boy umbrella, those are all Golden Boy's fights. That's why you see all of his fights on the zone and not on the PBC. That's why if you look for
What?
a,
Hold on. What are you talking about? What fights?
I'm talking about Mayweather being
Mayweather doesn't
basically.
fight on the zone. Mayweather retired. What are you talking about?
No, he's still fighting. He's still fighting on the zone actually for chump change. He's tap dancing all over the place.
So Oscar owns all of Floyd's fights on the zone.
Yeah, he does. That's why you can see all of Mayweather's fights on the zone, not on the PBC on their network, because they can't show old Mayweather fights because Oscar owns the rights to all those fights.
Hold up. So is it new fights or old fights? Which ones?
Everything that he did under the Golden Boy umbrella.
Floyd was never on the Golden Boy.
Oh yeah, that's what you think.
Yeah, he was, bro. De La Hoya was
That's
the
how
spot.
confused. That's how confused these guys. You don't even know the intricacies of.
Who did
You don't know
Floyd
the intricacies of the.
Floyd
Wait,
hold
you're
on, hold on.
interrupting me.
No,
You said you
no.
don't interrupt, right? You're interrupting me, and I'm trying to explain something to you. The thing is, when Golden Boy had Mayweather under his umbrella and allowed him to fight under his network, all of those fights belong to Golden Boy and Oscar De La Hoya.
When was
That's what I'm
Floyd
trying
on
to
the
explain to
Golden
you.
Boy?
Oh yes, he was. That's
When?
what you
I'm
don't
asking you
understand.
when. I'm asking when.
Everything. Every time you saw Golden Boy on the ropes, every time you. I mean, come on, man. Are you kidding me? You don't.
What are you talking about? When was Floyd?
Maybe you're just plain ignorant because obviously you didn't understand the first argument,
No,
and
you're
then
not.
you're acting ignorant about this argument.
I'm asking a simple question. When was?
And
Floyd
I'm
on the
giving you a simple
Golden
answer.
Boy? When was Floyd on the Golden Boy?
Okay. Let me say this.
Are you
So
gonna change the subject?
Mayweather never fought under the Golden Boy umbrella.
He was never a Golden Boy fighter.
I'll be even nice. I'll say nice. I'll be nice. Or
Floyd was never a Golden Boy fighter.
How about that?
Floyd was never a Golden Boy fighter.
Yes, he was.
When? I'm asking you when.
I mean, let me just break it to you. Let me just break it to you. Overgrown.
This is like the worst day of his life.
Yeah, I know.
When
This
was
is
Floyd a Golden Boy
overgrown.
fighter?
This is an intervention. This is an intervention. This is an intervention for you. Let me break it to you.
Change the subject?
No, I'm gonna break it to you. Al Heyman was under Oscar De La Hoya, so that therefore is Al Heyman Mayweather's representative.
When.
Well, I mean, recently before he went to PBC, everything that was Mayweather was run by Oscar De La Hoya. Even Al Heyman was called De La Hoya his daddy. So the figure that you guys hold, the figure that you guys all hold in high regard, Al Heyman was calling De La Hoya his daddy. So Daddy De La Hoya was owner of Al Heyman and was owner of Floyd Mayweather. That's why Floyd Mayweather has nothing to say about De La Hoya to this day, and De La Hoya makes profit off of all of Floyd Mayweather fights to this day.
De La Hoya owns PBC.
Basically, all those fighters are his. He doesn't own it, but they left. But he owned them.
So he doesn't own PBC.
He owned them. Now,
Nobody's saying that. Nobody's saying that he owns the
I'm
PBC.
asking y'all, when was
You're
he
trying to
under
change
Golden
the
Boy?
angle. The angle is that basically Oscar De La Hoya was Golden Boy, Mayweather fought under the Golden Boy umbrella. The promotion.
Are you saying
listen, you're interrupting again. So when he's fighting under the Golden Boy umbrella, all the rights to those fights belong to Golden Boy. That's why you can go and look for yourself. Go on the zone, look for Mayweather, and you will see his old fights there. Go to the PBC and type in Mayweather fights. You will not see them there.
The Mayweather fights are on YouTube.
Exactly. Exactly.
Those
Exactly.
are fights that people post.
They're on the Mayweather channel.
Those are fights that people post.
They're on the Mayweather channel. Mayweather posts his old fights.
They're not I'm telling you, those are the ones that he promoted himself. Once he became with the PBC and the TBE. Granted, you could have those fights, but I'm telling you, the catalog prior to that is Golden Boys.
Prior to what fights? Before what? When?
Why are you asking them like what? So Mayweather never fought on Golden Boy. Are you saying that?
You saying you can't prove me when? I'm asking when.
That's up to you to fucking find out. I'm not here to do your research for you.
You making a claim. You saying something is true. And
I've already explained it to you. I've already explained to you a timeline. I already explained to you a
the same
timeline.
thing. You're not explaining. You're just saying he was on Golden Boy. I'm asking when. You're saying go look it up. He is.
Go look it up. I'm not here to teach you how to, dude.
When you
I'm not
make
here
a
to
claim, you have
teach
to
you
prove
your
the
fucking.
claim.
This is something that you should know. This is something that you should know.
Exactly.
It's
This
easy.
is casual talk. This is casual talk here, bro.
When you make a claim, you have to prove the claim.
It's provable. I told you where to research it.
You have to prove it. You made the claim.
No, I don't have to do anything. You don't boss me.
You must haven't took any college class.
I'm telling you what happened, but you can't believe it. So you want me to put it on the chalkboard for you. I'm not going to put it on the chalkboard. I don't have to teach you anything. Go do your own research.
It's not teaching. It's when you make a claim, you prove the claim.
This is not a claim. It's fact. Go find out if it's fact.
You can prove the fact.
Go just no, because it's up to you. It's up to you. It's up to you. It's not up to me. It's up to me. I know my boxing. You don't.
That's an appeal to emotion. He made the claim.
No, it's not emotion. I'm telling
yes,
you,
it is.
Golden Boy had Mayweather under the umbrella. Now go back to your little school of hard knocks and go figure out that I was right and you were wrong. And about
when was he on Golden Boy?
Asking me to answer your questions that I'm already leading you to the water. I'm leading you to the water. It's up to you to go drink it now.
What you mean? You're not leading me to the water.
Look at basically.
This dude hasn't answered one fucking question anybody's asked him, bro.
Look at y'all complaining.
Every response you've had has been another question, bro. Every response you've had has been a question. That's not a fucking response, bro. You're asking about some views. Look. Stop interrupting. Let me talk. So you were talking about these 33 million views, whatever, bro. I don't know what the fuck you got in your head that you think someone's saying there's 30 million pay-per-views. No one has sold 30 million pay-per-views, bro. That's stupid. That's stupid to keep asking that stupid question. You sound stupid that shit keeps coming out of your mouth. Canelo, they put his fights out for free in Mexico because he's that fucking nigga. Okay, he makes deals with the television companies. They pay him. So when there's 30 million people viewing his fights, he's getting more money from that, bro. So yeah, Floyd is owned by Golden Boy because Golden Boy was still signing his fucking checks. You know why Floyd doesn't have as much money as you fucking think? Because he has Al Heyman in his fucking pockets, holding all his fucking money for him. Do you think that motherfucker knows how much he has in the bank? Do you think he can count it? Do you think Floyd knows how much he has in the bank? Yeah, he does promote his fights. He signs his fucking checks. And he's shown pictures of it.
Can I respond?
So you're asking dumbass questions here, bro, saying, can you prove it? Can you prove it? Can you prove it? No, you can't respond because I'm not fucking done. So, now I'm done, bitch. Go ahead.
Okay. So no one on here has said Canelo sold 30 million pay-per-views, correct?
Only you is
You're changing the topic. He's changing the topic. We're talking about Floyd and De La Hoya and the fact that he was fighting under Golden Boy. Now he wants to go back to Canelo. Like, come on.
I already addressed that shit. No, I already addressed that shit.
He fought under Golden Boy. I know it's hard for you to admit it, that Floyd, the greatest of all time, whatever, was fighting under Golden Boy, but that's the fact. Hey, that's pre. You wanted a date? That's pre 2015. That was when. What'd you
I
say?
already
let me
addressed
just say
that
this.
dumb
There's
pay-per-view. I
pictures.
already addressed that 30 million pay-per-view shit,
There's
bro.
pictures.
You gonna keep asking the
Can I
same question?
respond?
Yeah, he wants to
There's
move on.
pictures of
Well,
Golden Boy
respond.
Can I
right
respond?
there on the check, and it says made out to Floyd Mayweather this amount of money, millions, and
Can I respond?
it says from Golden Boy. That's what it is, and Mayweather smiling from cheek to cheek.
Ask the same question. You already asked 6 times, bro. Go ahead.
Why didn't TMT promote the Floyd fights?
What about the 30 million pay-per-view buys though?
So nobody's gonna answer my question.
Well, I think Overgrown took his
What did you ask,
intervention.
Buto? I thought I was cutting out, bro.
Hold on. I think Overgrown took his intervention well. I think he's kind of I think he knows now what happened. He's still on the panel, but I think he's already taken the intervention well. I think he now accepts that basically
The man
Golden
made a claim, right? He said nobody on the panel said Canelo sold 30 million. Is that correct?
Misheard, bro. You misheard, and then he clarified.
Yeah, you already. We're already on to
harping,
something
bro.
else.
You
We're
already
on
been
to
corrected. You already been
something else,
corrected.
You've already been
But
corrected.
not everybody
You're
talk
just-
at
You're
once.
really
Don't talk at
stepping
once.
on the show right now. We already proved to you that Canelo's the real Forbes moneymaker list,
That's an appeal
top
to
5,
emotion.
and you're over
Y'all
here
just got it.
you're over here tripping over yourself over some stupid number. Who cares? We don't really
Yeah.
care about your questions, your opinions. Go back to your channels and just go
He's
back
just
over
an
there.
absolute idiot.
At the end of the day,
Where's the 30 million pay-per-views at though, Don? That's what we need to know.
Idiot.
Where's the
And that's
30
why
million
he's tap
pay-per-views?
dancing on the zone. If Floyd Mayweather wasn't broke, why is he tap dancing on the zone for nickels and dimes?
No,
So
he
where's
has
the
his
30 million
faculties.
pay-per-views?
No, the fact that he has his faculties, that means that he has to do that. No, of course not.
Hey, bro, I did address that for you though.
By the way, it's a complete. It's a complete opposite. If Floyd
Not
had
everybody
his,
talk at once. Be civilized.
if Floyd had his faculties, it will be the complete opposite. He would be doing something else with his faculties. But the fact that he's retarded basically. He has to resort to stepping back into the ring at 50.
I asked the question.
I don't even think he has his faculties,
knows.
guys. I think he's missing his faculties.
Bro, we already answered your question though. Bro.
The man
Over
came
and
on the
over.
panel and said nobody.
Bruh, you misheard. That's it. That's the end of it, bro. You misheard, bro. You keep asking the same question. Of
talking over
course,
me now?
because you don't let nobody else talk. Of course I am. I'm gonna talk over you, bro. We've already answered your stupid ass question. You want to ask it again? Go ahead. Ask us about the 30 million pay-per-view prize.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The man came on the panel and said nobody on.
So
here
look,
said-
there is no 30 million pay-per-view buys that anyone's ever done anywhere, right? So you keep asking a question that we all know the answer to. Stop being a
You're not
dickhead,
letting me-
bro.
You're not letting me answer it.
Of course I'm not. Hey, no, go ahead. Ask the question again. Ask the question again. My bad.
Okay. Did the man come on the panel and say?
So Canelo has a TV deal, right, with all the TV broadcasters in Mexico. So he'll let everybody watch this fight for free because he's that nigga, bro. Everyone in Mexico wants to watch it. We're not even gonna count those numbers, but those numbers are gonna be counted in Mexico. They'll
You
come
guys
back to the
interrupted me.
broadcasters.
You interrupted me.
These guys are gonna bring the numbers back to the broadcasters. You made whoopie whoop. Hey man, you made this million people in Mexico saw you. They loved it. We're gonna have to cut you off this much percentage because that's how much viewing time you got and that's how many eyes you got on it. Right. So ask us again about the 30 million pay-per-view buys, bro. Go ahead.
Did the man come on the panel? And
So look, so Floyd still is under Golden Boy Promotions, bro. Over his last couple of fights, he still got Golden Boy Promotions on his chest. Floyd said they never go to the zone. Leonard Edlerby said they never fuck with the zone, right? But then we, come to find out that Floyd has to, drag his feet, come with his tail tucked between his legs, and he has to ask for the zone for some money, bro, because Showtime don't got nothing for him.
Had a tap dance on the zone, and then guess what? They even had a partner up to make the tank fight on the zone. They can't even do nothing by themselves.
Well, let's just.
So go ahead, ask that question again, bro.
Let's just break this in. This is what I'm saying, right? I said the reason Canelo is disliked so much over here in the United States of America is first of all because Guys like Overgrown are racist and they don't like seeing a Mexican on top, and they're used to there's usually black shirtless athletes and white and cucks in the United States. They're used to cucks in the United States are used to seeing black shirtless athletes and others, and that's what they want to see. That's why they didn't promote Canelo in this entire lead up to the fight. That's why they didn't care about Canelo, but afterwards they were sure, trying to bring him down, and bring him down some more because they just can't fathom the guy's making much money and he's the number one face of the sport, even without their sick, nasty promotion, these sick pieces of crap, the Don. So that's what it is. Overgrown. You're exposing yourself as a racist scumbag, to be honest. You cannot accept that Canelo is number one. Anybody who doesn't accept Canelo's number one is a racist scumbag, and that's the bottom line, the Don.
Facts, and I hate you for being racist. I hate you for being racist.
I hate you.
And I'm gonna tell you something too. For some people that don't watch Canelo fights, they're doing a fantastic job of criticizing and breaking it down as if they did.
Right. They know every shot Canelo got hit with. They know every shot he missed.
Canelo was eating punches to the face.
So
that's what happened.
Listen, it's called boxing. Listen, this is a real fight. I got to say something. This is a real fight with a real referee. This is a real fight with a real referee. This isn't Kenny Bayless who's going to be there helping Floyd clinch the whole way through a fight. That's illegal, by the way. So this was a real fight. You're going to get punched in the face. You guys are not used to it, but that's boxing.
Are you saying there's a conspiracy to make Mexican fighters get punched in the face?
No, I'm saying that the referees have been. No. Your logic is pretty. Wow, you're crazy. No, let me explain to you what it was. This is what it is. Floyd always fighting in Las Vegas, always with Kenny Bayless. Even when Floyd fought that Japanese guy, that kickboxer guy, in Japan, he had to bring Kenny Bayless with him. That's how pathetic that guy is. So that's what I'm trying to say here.
People are colluding.
You got to talk to this guy and jive. You got to be like, hey, yo, my man.
He doesn't get it. He doesn't get it. Like, he's talking about a Mexican conspiracy. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. I just explained that he had to bring Kenny Bayless to Japan.
Can I respond?
Conspiracy against Mexicans to make them get in the face.
Oh, what are you going to respond? Okay, I want to hear his response. Go ahead. Let's see what he says.
So everybody is colluding against Canelo to have him get punched in the face?
I never said that. You're crazy. Wow. What the fuck? How does that? We're talking about Floyd and Kenny Bayless and him fighting Las Vegas. Now you're talking about Canelo?
You're saying the judges and Kenny Bayless colluded with Floyd Mayweather to not let him get punched in the face?
For what?
You're saying the judges and Kenny Bayless colluded with Floyd Mayweather to not have him get punched in the face?
Yes, to allow his style to go for 12 rounds. Jabbing and clinching.
Holding.
That's not a conspiracy. You can go watch the fights.
So you're saying the judges and Kenny Bayless
happened.
and Floyd Mayweather is paying everybody to not have...
No, listen. How come Kenny Bayless was always a referee for Floyd fights? Why do you think he was always there?
Because he can.
That's so stupid. You're stupid. Why was he in Japan? Because he can. Seriously.
Yeah.
You need to question
your
faculty. You need to question your faculties. Why was he in Japan? Why was he in Japan? Why was he in Japan? Why was he? Answer my question. Why was he in Japan? Why was he in Japan?
They don't want to. They don't know with boxing. They don't. Oh, they act all dumb. Like they don't recognize what's going on.
Right-hand man.
Yeah, exactly.
Is his right-hand man.
He was in Japan because he can. It's not
because he can. Wow, is that what? So when you get arrested, that's what you just say.
Japan.
What?
Did Floyd sell 30 million in Japan, bro?
What you mean?
Did Floyd sell 30 million in Japan?
Did Floyd sell money after he was retired? Like what happened?
Did he sell 30 million in Japan?
Most likely not. He's retired. He's fighting nobody.
Did he sell 30 million against Logan Paul?
I don't know. He's retired.
Did he sell?
Why did you rob the?
Go ahead.
Why did you rob the liquor store? Because I can. I could. That's the type of logic I'm hearing. It doesn't even make sense. Like use your brain a little bit here.
Why did you not use your brain in front of your kids? Because I can.
I can.
Robbing the liquor store is illegal. If it's illegal, they'll go to jail.
Absolutely.
Why did you run over a pregnant lady?
But you can do it, right? But you can do it. You can do it.
Yes,
right?
The
Yes.
thing,
Okay.
the thing is,
So
and
the
it can
thing
be
is
you're
with
and let me respond. And it can be proven illegal. Can you prove Floyd Mayweather did something illegal?
no, we can prove it,
I like that
but
silence.
isn't it suspicious? Isn't it suspicious though?
Suspicion isn't proof. You have to prove it.
I'm asking you a simple question.
What you mean? Suspicion isn't proof.
No, is it suspicious? Yes or no? That's what you have to answer
what's
here.
suspicious?
Those are your options.
Is what suspicious?
The fact that Floyd always fought with Kenny for the most part, with Kenny Bayless, and he even had to bring Kenny Bayless to an exhibition fight in Japan to fight a midget. Was that suspicious? Was that suspicious? It's a simple question, man.
Because you can.
Seeing how
Because he can.
nobody has sued Floyd Mayweather, or he has.
Is it suspicious? Yes or no? Is it suspicious? Yes or no?
Suspicion isn't proof.
Yes or no? I don't think you're
Bro,
listening
that's not
here.
the question.
Why does Michael Maidana have?
Yeah, you don't want to answer the question.
That's how. Is that how you talk to your bitch when she asks you to cheat on her code or what?
What's suspicious? Like what? I don't. What's suspicious?
What's
So the
suspicious?
answer is no. The
What's
answer is
fishy,
no.
bro? Are
Okay.
you retarded?
He
Are you
is
retarded, bro? You don't know what suspicious means?
Yes.
What's suspicious? You don't know what suspicious means?
Suspicious
You
about
don't you
the
think it's a
referee.
little weird that this guy works with one referee in all his fights? That's not a little weird?
Is it weird?
Is it? It's weird. I'm telling you, it's weird. Yeah.
No.
He doesn't know
Who
what
else?
to
Who
say.
else? Who else works with one referee, bro?
No.
Hold on. Who else works with one referee, bro? Who else?
This is why I
No.
know. Wait, this is why I know Canelo is superior and the best because it brings out insecurities. Because I just say
Insecurities of
Canelo's the
what? I'm
best,
not
and he's saying
complaining
you're
about
insecure.
referees listening
You're
to
insecure. You're just
conspiracy.
not. You're not saying yeah, Canelo.
Bro, you can't answer a
Canelo is
question,
the best.
dude.
He
What
passed.
question?
He passed. He
It's
surpassed
suspicious.
Mayweather. and
What's the question?
That's easy to say. Canelo surpassed Mayweather. Canelo's the best, and you
He's
feel
changing the
insecure about it.
subject.
You feel
He's changing the
insecure about it,
subject.
and
Hey,
then
bro,
you say
you know-
Mayweather
You're
never,
changing the
never
subject.
got hit. Look at Mayweather's face. I've never seen
changing the
Canelo's face
subject.
like this. I've never
changing
seen
the
Canelo's
subject.
face look like this. Not one
You're
time,
changing
and
the
they say his
subject.
defense is all great. I've never seen
You're changing the
Canelo's face
subject.
look like Mayweather, and they say his defense is all this and that.
You're
The
changing
God,
the
I don't
subject.
understand. Have you ever seen Canelo's face look like this?
You're getting emotional.
Never.
You yelling. You can't.
Yo, y'all ever argue with a woman, bro?
And
Y'all
why
ever-
does
y'all ever
Michael
argue with the black
Maidana
woman?
have Floyd Mayweather's
Hey, hold on,
foot
Don.
the charge?
Let me ask you, the
Because
Don.
he can.
The Don. Have you ever argued with a black woman?
Never. I don't affiliate.
It's like
myself
this.
with her.
It's like this. How this dude talks. It's like this. You see how he
Yeah,
can't answer
that's
no
why-
questions, but he
What
has
do
a
you mean
million
he can't?
questions for you.
Y'all asked
That's
me
why.
this.
That's why they
You
never
see how-
allow us
hey,
on.
wait,
That's
you
why
see
they.
how he
That's why
asked
they
you
never
for the
allow.
definition of things?
Guys, this is why they never
You see how
allow us
they-
on those
hold on, let
LDBC
me kill this
channels.
guy.
That's why they never allow us on those LDBC channels
asked me
because
a
they can't even
question, I
debate.
answered you. No,
They can't. They
I
answer
answered
with.
you.
No, bro,
the
you
answer
know,
with,
you
well,
answer- you can't answer
the
with the
answer.
question,
The
bro.
answer.
I answered
The
it
answer with
directly.
stupid,
I said
retarded
no.
answers like, well, because he can. What
answered
you
it
mean? What's
directly. I
suspicious?
said
I don't know
no.
what suspicious means.
So look, bro.
You know,
I
these
answered
people
it
are
directly.
unable
I said
Bro,
to
no.
have a
he asked
proper
for
debate.
definitions of things.
I answered it
Bro,
directly.
you
I said
asked for
no.
definitions of things. Look, bro, you asked for definitions, but you don't know the definition of anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you play around with your words, dude. I can tell you. I feel like you was raised by a single woman, bro, because the way you jump around and talk, bro, only a woman does that. That's like when you catch a woman doing something wrong, when the way they want to take accountability, don't do that shit. Hey, BDA's not on the panel, bro. BDA's not on the panel. That's what I'm saying. Who's changing the subject now? Hey, who's changing the subject now?
Okay,
What does BDA got to do with anything what we're talking about,
Can I
bro?
speak?
He has nothing to do with what we're talking about.
Can I speak?
So look, no, you're not gonna speak, bro. I'm not letting you speak. I'm not letting the viper's tongue out of his fucking mouth. So look, bro, you got a million questions, bro, but you can't answer none. And every answer you have is a question.
They asked, was it
Every
suspicious?
answer you have to a question is another question, dude. The
They
only
said,
people
was
who
it-
do this when I argue with them are women, bro. And when you
They
catch
said-
them in a lie and you
they
corner them,
said-
bro, they can't take accountability for
You're
being
appealing to
wrong.
emotion.
They can't take any accountability for being
You're appealing
they
to
start saying,
emotion.
"Oh, why are you
You're
being
appealing to
emotional?
emotion right
I'm
now.
lying.
Stick to the
You're
facts.
catching me in a lie. Why are
Stick
you
to the
being
facts.
emotional? What is a definition?
Stop
What is
rambling.
word?
You're appealing to
What's a
emotion.
word mean?
You're being
What's a
emotional.
word mean? You're being emotional, bro. You're being a woman right now. You're being a
You're
woman right
mocking
now,
me
bro.
like children do.
You
Children
can't even
mocking
answer
me.
my simple questions.
Okay,
I said no.
bro.
it's
You're
not
behaving like a
suspicious.
woman,
I said
bro.
no,
You're
it's
behaving
not
like a woman.
I said no, it's not
Yeah,
suspicious.
yeah. You said no, it's not suspicious after 5
Now you're
minutes.
being disingenuous. Now you're being disingenuous because it took you 10 minutes to answer that question. Now you're being disingenuous.
And the fact that you can't even
You're being a
accept
disingenuous
that
woman.
Floyd Mayweather was under Golden Boy umbrella, that just shows the ignorance and the lack of knowledge of the boxing.
When was he
the
under
boxing
Golden
game.
Boy? When?
You gotta go
before
do your research, bro. I'm not
2015.
gonna do it for you.
Before 2015. Before Golden Boy got all his fighters stolen.
When? Like what is before? Everything was before 2015.
When?
Like,
Between 20, I believe at least between 2011 and 2015. At least between those years. Maybe it goes further back, but at least between those years.
Look, don't do the research for him.
2013.
Don't do the research for this guy.
Yeah, it's common sense. You have to be a newbie to not understand this. You must be new to the sport. I mean, it's just go like the Dons. Just go to the zone. Go watch. They have all the Golden Boy fights, all the Floyd fights there. Those Floyd fights were under Golden Boy. So go. I'm sure you don't have a DAZN subscription, but if you get one, you will see what we're talking about. You see a bunch of Floyd fights there.
Are you guys including fights Floyd fought Golden Boy fighters?
You sound too quiet.
Dude, just go do your research and find out where your hero was fighting for.
Question. I think you guys are.
You can come back and disprove it.
Say louder.
I think you guys are including fights Floyd fought Golden Boy fighters.
No, bro.
All of his fights were under Golden. Go check it out. De La Hoya was promoting it because TMT is a piece of shit promotional company. They can't even promote. So De La Hoya had to promote Floyd's fights. He had to promote Floyd fights.
So were they joint promotions?
Well, join what? Because TMT doesn't do anything. They didn't join it. TMT, then the logo was there, but they weren't doing anything. The whole promotion was led by Golden Boy.
Let's get to the bottom of this. So Floyd had TMT promotions, right?
Yes.
And y'all are including the fights that Floyd fought Golden Boy fighters?
Wait, hold up. Overgrown. I have CCD promotions, but what is that going to say? You know, we all have promotions.
Did you just change the subject?
Where's TMT now? Where's TMT now? Where's TMT now?
Cribs always start bringing up Floyd when it's Canelo time. They're always
that's why they brings out the insecurity. That's what I was saying. People can't accept Canelo's number one.
Y'all are changing the subject now.
Nah, you guys, Cribs changed the subject.
Listen. Let me answer this guy's question. TMT was. They didn't really promote anything when Floyd was fighting under Golden Boy, and I'll tell you why I proof of this. Look at TMT. Where is it now? It's non-existent because it never existed really, just by name. The company name exists, but they don't promote anything.
You aren't responding to the question. I'm asking. Golden Boy fighter.
Dude, you have too many questions. Just go do your research and come back.
I just asked the same question. That's the same.
What's the question? We can't even hear you say. I have a question. You don't say anything.
I asked a simple question. Y'all aren't asking. Are you guys including the fights Floyd fought Golden Boy fighters?
Yes, he fought Golden Boy fighters. Of course.
Yes.
They were all under Golden Boy umbrella. Those were all
because the Golden Boy promotions were so big. They had a bunch of fighters as well. They promoted. They had fighters. It was a real company. Unlike TMT, that's not a real company.
Okay, so you guys are saying Floyd had Mayweather Promotions, the money team. Golden Boy had Golden Boy before he fought under Golden Boy when he fought the Canelo fighters.
50 Cent. 50 Cent.
Just go do your research. It's so dumb, bro. I'm telling you.
What are you talking? Your question is so stupid.
50 Cent on part of TMT. That was a fucking joke, dude. That's what you're not understanding.
Look, all I'm saying is this.
What color was the ink? What color was the ink on the pen that they signed it with?
Mayweather was fighting under the Golden Boy umbrella. Every fight was paid for and gave Mayweather a check that said Golden Boy on it.
Exactly. Without Golden Boy, let's put it this way. Without Golden Boy, Floyd wouldn't have. Yeah, exactly. So
what color
without
was the
Golden
ink on the
Boy,
pen, bro, that they signed it with? Go ahead, Bushel.
You're not answering my question, bro. No, without Golden Boy, Floyd wouldn't have been able to fight anywhere. He would have to go back to Bob Arum and beg for something for some promotion.
If everything was going so smooth for Floyd, he wouldn't have to be on the zone begging for nickel and diamond for a fight over in China, wherever he's doing. You know,
he's fighting some mafia guy's son. He's fighting some MMA fighter.
He's over
and like I always say,
for his nickel and diamond, tap dancing. If he's so well off, why isn't he just sit back and relax?
Because he can. Because he can. And by the way, you know, somebody told me it's easy money, but that's what prostitutes say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another thing, the whole point of my conversation is that all the old fights that were under the Golden Boy umbrella that Floyd Mayweather was on, that's fucking Oscar's catalog. He's never gonna let it go.
Wouldn't
Never.
that be Floyd's catalog as well?
No.
Couldn't he have?
No, bro. You don't know how things are. You don't know how.
Let's get into this.
He got paid for the fight.
Let's get into
He got
this.
paid
Let's
for the
get
fight.
into this. Let's get into this. Let me put it in terms of.
This is gay, bro. Why are we talking about Floyd, bro? Fuck him, dude.
Let me put it in terms. Let me put it in terms over everyone understand. Let me put it in terms over everyone understand. You know, in rap, wait, hold up. In rap, there's labels, but then there's real major label owner that owns the masters. De La Hoya owns the masters to Mayweather, even though he has TNT.
Okay, that's all right.
He owns the masters.
Couldn't Floyd?
He understood that real good, Rapid. He understood that real good.
Put it in rap terms.
Can I respond?
That's perfect. You got to put it in hip hop terms.
Hell no, you can't respond, bro. So look, the whole thing with Floyd is, bro, we don't give a fuck about him, dude. He's
talking about Golden Boy.
If he had so much money, bro,
we talking about
and it's so easy to make money. The easiest money to make, bro, is when you let your money make itself, right? So why the fuck would he be fighting, bro? If he could have money make itself, he hasn't made enough money that it can't make itself for him, right?
Canelo's in the past.
That's what hurts him.
Fuck him.
Right.
And the worst
how many Floyd fights you seen lately, bro?
50 Cent said that he can't read. Floyd Mayweather can't read. So he
you don't think Al Heyman's taking all his money, bro?
That's why he's boxing, because he can't do anything else.
Couldn't Floyd?
Because he probably signed off contextually to the PBC, and the PBC is taking all of his money, and he's probably only.
I know what he's gonna say next. Couldn't Floyd be making money, letting it make itself, and then on top of that, make the extra $1 million?
Exactly.
Right? That's not the dumb shit. That's not the dumb shit you about to say. What you about to say?
Couldn't Floyd have sold his rights to the fights he fought Golden Boy fighters?
He got paid a check for the fight that night. He already sold it off when he signed with Golden Boy. Golden Boy owns him.
Couldn't that be included?
Forever and ever and ever. All that catalog.
Yeah, but you have to produce evidence. You have to produce evidence of that very peculiar situation.
No,
you have to produce evidence of that
you're
very
just assuming.
irregular. Where's the evidence of that very irregular situation, huh? That's an irregular,
it doesn't happen. You're just hoping he did. You're just hoping he sold the
irregular
rights.
situation.
Can I state the evidence?
State the evidence.
Right now,
well, no, the burden of proof is on you, man. The burden of proof is on you. The burden of proof is on you. You have to prove that actually Floyd sold those fights. You have to prove.
Can I respond?
Go ahead.
I can prove it by go on YouTube, search the Mayweather channel, Mayweather Promotions. You can watch Mayweather full fights.
Okay, how do you know that Golden Boy is not the right? Like he's paying Golden Boy to show those fights.
How do you know he is?
Oh, there you go.
How do you know he isn't? How do you know he isn't?
Golden Boy promoted his fights.
Because, like you guys said, the ones that Golden Boy owns is on his own in the Golden Boy channel.
Bro, you sound hella low, bro. I don't know why we're still entertaining this fool's dumbass fucking conversation, bro.
Yeah, you're coming up with
That's what you said, B. You said.
How do you know he is? How do you know he isn't? That's the kind of fucking argument you have, bro.
No, I said. You guys said.
The sky is up. How do you know it's not down? How do you know it's not down?
Yeah, the fact is the lawyer promoted the Mayweather. That's a fact.
The fighter.
Do you deny that? Do you deny that? Do you?
Co-promotion?
Hey, dude, you're a fucking moron.
Yeah, co-promotion. That's not a co-promotion. That's a co-promotion. It says Golden Boy all over the place. You have the lawyer there. No, man. It's proven that it's not a co-promotion. I'll tell you. It's what?
TNT and Golden Boy?
Yeah. So
that's a co-promotion, correct?
No, that on paper it is, but we know that it wasn't. Like you look at De La Hoya was promoting all of Floyd's fights, and look at where is TMT now? Where's TMT Promotions now? Without Golden Boy, they can even co-promote. They can even promote themselves.
If it's on paper, it's a fact. Anything else?
Are you listening to what I'm saying?
If it's on paper, it's a fact. Anything else is emotions. You said it was on paper.
No, it's not emotions. The fact is that Floyd, that his company doesn't even promote a single fight now.
You just
a single event. They don't promote single events. So that logically speaking,
who the fuck is signed to TMT?
You just said the fights Floyd fought Golden Boy artists on paper were Mayweather Promotion and Golden Boy. Anything?
Bro, you sound so fucking low, dude. You're trying too hard to sound calm and shit.
Yeah.
Lower. I mean, raise your tone. Raise your tone a little bit.
To the point?
Huh? I mean,
On
are you
paper.
gonna respond to any
On
points
paper.
without questions?
BDA. No,
But that's all
BDA,
you
where
have.
at?
That's all you have.
Come on,
No,
BDA's not
see,
here.
that's
BDA's
all you
not
have.
here, you
All you have
racist.
is on paper. All you have is on paper. But on paper, or even on paper, you'll see that all the work that De La Hoya put into promoting the fights. It wasn't TMT. You see a little logo that says TMT there.
So on paper, it's Mayweather Promotions and Golden Boy. I'm glad we
Talk louder, bro.
Yeah. That's his evidence. It's so funny. It's so funny. And which fights did Floyd promote by himself?
The ones what? That doesn't even make sense. What?
Which fights is Floyd? TMT? Because you're saying it was a co-promotion, like they were equal partners. So I'd like to know which fights were promoted by only TMT.
You stated
how many
on paper? You stated.
I'm asking you a simple question. I'm asking you a simple question.
No, I'm clarifying. You said on paper it was a co-promotion.
You got to be louder.
And Golden Boy.
Yes.
Okay, so.
And I'm asking you a question. I'm asking you a question. It has nothing to do with that question. Which fights did Floyd promote by himself? How many?
The ones that TMT
how many
promotions? The ones that TMT Promotions promoted.
Which fights are those? Do you remember? I'm asking you a question. Do you remember those? Which fights were those?
Okay, so let's get this clear.
They're not equal partners. They're not equal. You cannot answer the question. I gave you a bunch of time to answer.
Let me respond.
You cannot answer the question because it's not really a promotional company. So they're not equal partners. So they're not equal partners. So they were not equal partners. They were not equal partners. De La Hoya and TMT were not equal partners.
Can I respond?
Go ahead. Answer the question. Finally, answer. Go ahead. I give you time.
30 minutes. Yes. For 30. Are you going to stop? Can I talk? For 30 minutes.
Yeah.
For 30 minutes.
Go ahead. Answer.
For 30 minutes, I asked you guys, what fights did De La Hoya promote Floyd? So
we asked you, bro, and you're not answering.
You're not answering my question. No. I asked you which flight. You're changing the topic. You're changing the subject. You're changing the subject. And no, we're not going to respect. Listen. This is what the problem with you. This is the problem with you. This is the problem with you. This is the problem. You don't understand. You want people to respect you. You want people to respect you, but you have to earn respect. You have to earn respect. I'm having a nice conversation with you, but you don't want to answer my question. So that's disrespectful. You're disrespecting me right now. I asked you a simple question and you're going to... No. Okay, if you respond to my question, then I'll let you talk. You know I'm going to interrupt you.
You're getting emotional.
So you answer my question. Which fights...
You're getting emotional.
No. See, you don't want to answer the question. You don't want to answer the question. You're too stupid. Everybody's laughing at you. Everybody's laughing at you because I asked you a simple question and you don't want to answer it.
This is how black women get their dudes to beat them up.
No, you cannot respond. No, you can't respond until you promise that you're going to answer my question first because you're disrespecting me right now. I asked you a simple question and you don't want to answer it. I've been answering all your fucking questions. You don't want to answer my question.
You sound emotional. You sound upset.
Oh, down, there we go. Yeah. You want to answer my question or not?
Can I respond? Okay. For 30 minutes, you guys said Golden Boy.
Bro, you're not answering the question, guy.
Yeah, you're a fucking idiot, man. Seriously, listen. Just because you want to pretend you're calm, it doesn't. Just because you want to pretend that you're calm doesn't hide the fact you're a fucking idiot. Because you can't even answer my question.
Can I respond?
No, you're not. You respond to what? Which question are you responding to? Please tell me which question you're responding to.
For 30 minutes, y'all were asking. For 30 minutes. I was asking you guys.
What was my question? You don't even know what my question was. You don't even know what my question was.
Answer it. That's why, Bucho. You see what I'm saying, bro? You play games.
Yeah, this guy's retarded.
I mean, let's fact check right here. Fact check by Knockout Ned. Fact check by Knockout Ned. He says, fact check. Mayweather YouTube doesn't have a single Floyd fight. So there it is. And you guys can check it out yourself. But fact check by Knockout Ned, who does fact checking. Thank you, Knockout Ned. He says, Floyd Mayweather's channel does not have a single Floyd Mayweather fight, is what Knockout Ned has just basically confirmed. What's your thoughts on that? What's your thoughts on that, Overgrown? Exactly. What was I gonna say? Never sober. I got a question for you, bro. Forget all this other bullshit, dude. I want to get into this, dude. Right here, what Eddie Reynoso says: the only thing black fighters do is run and jab.
Well, sometimes they clinch.
No, why would he be saying now? Why? No, I'm gonna ask you something. Why is he saying this publicly now? Is he speaking fast? Does he feel like if he feels like he needs to say it? He also said that the press in Mexico is kind of soft, and he says the American media is after him. The American press is biased towards Canelo and biased towards Mexican fighters in a sense that they have to fight a certain style, and that's why he came out with this statement. But do you think that's a factual statement by Reynoso that it's kind of biased and
So,
they have to fight different in a sense?
So, for first off, he's saying it because it's true, and maybe Teofimo coming out with his feelings might have encouraged him to be like, well, I'm not gonna hide how I feel no more either. I mean, it's very boxing isn't fair, bro. Like life, nothing's fair, bro.
Yep.
When people say boxing's rigged, it's not. People deny it, bro. We already know who's supposed to win every fight before the fight's even signed, right? Very rarely do we think, oh man, we don't know who's gonna win. We don't know who's gonna win. So it's like there's always a favorite. So it's always set up for someone to lose, and it's obvious. It's like the American, what do you say? The boxing machine. They prop up certain fighters and they protect them, bro. They carry them through their careers. They put them in favorable matches. They put them in favorable referees. We're gonna let them cheat. These guys can like for example, bro, I seen Adrian Broner fight some bum dude who was like giving him a hard time, and Adrian Broner he gets mad and he picks him up, dude, and he does like a double leg takedown, like a wrestling move, and he slams him and he walks off. The referee doesn't say shit to him. He tells the other dude to get up, and they continue fighting.
Yeah, just wait. Yeah, right. I don't see any of Floyd's fights on his websites.
No, there isn't. That isn't. And people just say things.
This is the people we deal with liars, people who can't answer simple questions. It's embarrassing.
No, and then they ask me and you and everybody else for proof. Like, no, look, just say it one time and you go look it up. You looked it up yourself, though, Bucho, so salute to you. You found that, but it's like, why do I have to look for proof? Why do you have to look for proof when we say something, but opposite, they don't have to look for proof, right? That's the thing. I think we're out here speaking lies and we're just speaking facts. And this is an American-based platform that we're on, which is YouTube Boxing, and YouTube itself, which has a lot of boxing channels. So of course we're going to see a lot of bias and hate towards guys who are Mexican. Let's just keep it real, because the American public is not used to seeing Mexican people. So they're going to judge them harshly. They're going to judge them on a biased sense where they want to see an American black man shirtless right there being number one, dude. So that's why they all have this criticism versus Canelo, and even some guys who call themselves Mexican out there, but they're really not. Those guys are cooking all over the place, saying Canelo's not all that great. Well, he is great, dude. He is great. And I'm talking about Faitelson, a scumbag who is basically on ESPN, which is another American platform. That's why he's saying all this garbage, this nonsense. All right. This is the platform we're on, though. We're on YouTube, and we're on an the American side of the boxing YouTube in a sense, or the English speaking side. So this side's always going to have a lot of bias towards Canelo, Reynoso, or any other Mexican you guys see out here. This is just the truth. I don't know if you agree with that, Pucho. We got never sober. No doubt, no doubt. I was going to say, we got Never Sober, we got Furioso, and we got Bucho on the panel. And we're just talking about, you see the title itself, I say, this is the reason they hate Canelo. We'll go into it. And I've already stated earlier, you guys can see it earlier, Jaden's going to jump on. But I stated earlier, it's an American thing. That's what people aren't understanding. Bucho, you would know. We're on an American, like for the most part, it's an American, the English-speaking boxing is American centric. I don't care what anybody says. It even dominates the UK English speakers. It's very American centric. They always tell fighters like Tyson and all these other. It's very American centric, and they're gonna have that American bias when they turn on their TV or whatever they're watching weekly, and they want to see an NBA player or an NFL player or a track athlete that looks like a black American. That's what they want to see in boxing. And they come to boxing YouTube, and that's what they want to see in boxing YouTube, and they can't fathom that the guy they hate so much, a Mexican man, is dominating.
Look it up.
They are
Y'all was right.
They're scared that we're forgetting about Floyd. We've moved on from Floyd.
Right.
Right now, we're talking about Floyd because right now they're coming out again, the Floyd fans, because they see Canelo's success.
Canelo's still trying to catch up.
What's that?
That's fact. Canelo's still trying to catch up to Floyd.
No, see, that's the thing. Okay, that's your opinion. This is the thing. They when they see Canelo's success, they feel insecure and they want to bring back Floyd Mayweather because that's the best thing they had. Like, so it's kind of sad. We're moving on. We're moving on to more exciting things, more exciting fighters.
I like Canelo. I just think the franchise.
That's good.
Belts,
that's good for you.
The franchise belts was a bitch move, and ducking Charlo and Benavidez was a bitch move. You should have fought.
Okay.
Instead of fighting.
Yeah, it's so funny you want to talk about bitch moves. I mean, this is coming from a Floyd fan talking about bitch moves. Amazing. I mean, amazing. The guy had to retire in 2007 to avoid Margarito. Well, we were talking about, because you're bringing on Canelo because you brought up Floyd. That's the thing. We were talking about Canelo's success, Canelo's big fight that just took place a few days ago, and then all of a sudden Floyd's name has to come up.
I stated why Canelo is mid, and you started talking about Floyd.
No, you were talking about Floyd before. Come on, the whole conversation was about fucking Floyd.
Why are you living in the past?
Right?
Are you living in the past?
Are you slow? No, are you slow? No, the past was like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah,
I don't know if you understood that the show was about Floyd and Canelo, and then I bring up Floyd, which we were talking about, and then all of a sudden I'm going to the past, like I'm going 30 years into the past.
We talking about Canelo. I said the franchise.
Yes, we're talking about Canelo, and here's the thing: I said that Floyd fans, they're sad that we're moving on, and they're jealous that Canelo's the face of boxing right now, and so that's why you have to jump in and start. That's why you have to jump in and start criticizing Canelo. You have to jump in and criticize Canelo.
Tank Davis, 1.4 million pay-per-view sold. Canelo is out the door. He was eating punches by bum riders. He ain't gonna be able to talk.
Yeah. Okay. He was getting hit. Wow. Welcome to boxing, my friend. Welcome to boxing. Welcome to boxing. This is what happens when this is what happens when you actually this. Okay, I'll explain it to you what happened because you don't understand. So Canelo was fighting in Mexico. He was trying to put on a performance. He was trying to take out his opponent. He could let me. Could you please let me finish? Be polite. So Canelo was trying to put on a performance. He could have easily jabbed and clinched. As soon as Ryder got close, he could have clinched, waited for the referee to separate them, restart. But Canelo wanted to put on a masterpiece, an exciting fight. That's what he did.
Conspiracy again.
What conspiracy?
You're saying Canelo colluded with the judges to make the ring smaller.
I never said that. I never said that. Prove that I said that. Explain.
You said he wanted to. What you mean? Explain what? You said he wanted to make it a tougher fight, so he wanted to get punched in the face by making the ring smaller.
Yeah, where's the conspiracy that I said? What's the conspiracy that I said? Or what is it? Go explain.
Alluding that Canelo has some ulterior motives to get punched in the face.
That's a conspiracy?
Bro. Stop with the gay shit, dude.
Man,
I'm sorry.
You're not that smart, man. I'm sorry.
You're supposed to retard, Bucho. Stop giving him your attention, bro. He's gonna he's trying to go into the minutia of every word you fucking say. That doesn't make you smart, dumbass. That makes you a fucking dickhead.
It's not my fault. English is my first language. That ain't my fault.
All right, bro. You can't even master English. It's your only language. You think that makes you better than somebody that you only know one language?
What the fuck? Y'all got some foreign accents. Y'all parents don't even speak.
You're slow, man.
Their first language around here is because we support fucking Canelo or support Latino.
Shut up, fucking immigrant. Go back to your home.
Oh, you're mad now. Oh, you're mad now. Why are you being? Hold on, Bucho. Why are you being emotional?
No, Overgrown's kicked out, bro. Overgrown's kicked out.
What's wrong?
Hold on.
What's wrong?
Overgrown's kicked out, bro. Overgrown's kicked out. Oh no, the Don. Overgrown's kicked out. Nah, bro. You cannot be talking about Mexicans out here like that. You're out of here. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah, fuck him.
Alright. Why are you being emotional?
Man, that guy is
fucking idiot.
he couldn't answer my questions. My questions were pretty simple.
He gets a 24-hour timeout, bro. Yeah, 24-hour timeout. You can't talk about Mexicans out here, dude. This is a Mexican channel. You ain't gonna be talking about Mexicans like that, bro. Get the fuck out of here, period, dude. I want the thoughts on everybody on the panel. The thoughts of the only thing black fighters do is run and jab, is what Eddie Reynoso said, Puro.
Shit, man. I mean,
Well, he doesn't agree with that.
he's not wrong on a lot of them, bro. You know, a lot of them. That's what they like to do.
I mean, he's saying it, but he's saying it in the PC world. The Don salute. I hear you loud and clear, bro.
Thank you.
The Don, what's your thoughts on this?
Yo, can I?
Eddie Reynoso comment of the jab and it's a hard thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me go in on that. You know, Reynoso, he's right, man. That's what they do, and they get rewarded for it. And you know, it's like when you have an uncle that wears tracksuits and they all look real like mediumish. It's just because he knows what he's talking about. You know, like when he's telling you these black motherfuckers are on the back foot and they're not wanting to engage. That's what they do. That's their style. Just like the thing is, what he's doing is reverse psychology. It's because these helmet swingers go over here and whine and complain, and they always try to categorize the Latino and Mexican fighter as a front foot, dumb motherfucker that comes forward and has no technical ability. And they think that we're stupid, and we think that we're dumb, and they think that English isn't our first native language or our primary language. So the thing is, that's what he's doing. He's throwing it right back in their face, and he's saying, you know what? All you guys are is back foot bitches.
Hey, can I say something about that? This BDA, shout out to everybody. First of all, that was painful to listen to because, yeah, like Never Sober said, man, it's whenever you're dealing with somebody and he keeps feigning ignorance, that's a rhetorical tactic. You know, like if I ask you, like you ask me, hey, BDA, why do you think Juan Francisco Estela is the best Mexican boxer? What you mean the best Mexican boxer? What you mean? It's like, come on, you really don't understand what the
What's a Mexican?
Is.
What's really a Mexican?
What's a Mexican? Yeah.
All right.
And second of all, I just jumped in to say that he got kicked out of the stream for those hateful remarks. There's no. First of all, this channel says it all in the description. It's anti-racism. Now that being said, I know people are going to say, "Oh, wait a minute, you guys, claim to be freedom of speech, yet you banned the guy." No, this guy was here in another episode. And he was going at it with what Repet, and he said a bunch of hateful, disgusting, racist things that I'm not even going to repeat about Mexicans. And Repet let him say them. So Repet can only have so much patience, and that goes with everybody. You know what I mean? With any type of remark. So this channel is about as freedom of speech as it gets, but there are limits too. And today was just too much with the guy. You could tell he was holding his anger in. That's why, like Never Sober said, he was trying to feign like he was relaxed. And eventually, he's just like, listen, we're trying to have a nice conversation. We indulge you for an hour. Now it's time for you to leave and do something else, man. You know, read up on your rhetorical tactics. Try to find the meaning of what an appeal to emotion is. And then maybe the next time you can come back and behave like an adult.
And eventually he got racist and racial with us by saying that maybe Spanish or maybe English isn't our first language. So you know what? I salute you, Don Becker, because we're not going to have any of that. Not around here.
I mean, he's the one.
Not ever.
He's the one that doesn't understand English because every time we say something, he's like, "What you mean? I don't understand that."
What does that mean?
Yeah, he couldn't understand. Do you find that? Do you find that suspicious? And he couldn't even answer the question.
What is suspicious? What?
What is suspicious?
Suspicious what?
Well, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking like, I was like, do I need to learn jive? I don't understand. I'm trying to figure this thing out. So I was like, hey, Jive Turkey, don't you understand the Canelo #1? You know, I was trying to get it together.
I don't call anybody Crips. I don't call anybody Silverbacks, TJ. That's a lie.
You literally call Silverbacks. There's nothing wrong with calling people Silverbacks. Well, you guys don't like going to the zoo and watching
There's
Silverbacks?
There's a soccer team here that's called the Silverbacks.
Yeah, I don't forget all that.
They don't understand. You know, in Latin America, I mean, it's not even an insult. They look at Luis Ortiz. I think El Gorilla, they call him, or something like that, King Kong, and stuff like that.
King Kong.
Yeah,
they love that. They love that name. They embrace it. They embrace that.
Yeah, you know that's a nickname, bro. Chango is a nickname for a religion.
It's a religion. It's a religion. Ugas practices religión del chango. This is real shit, dude.
Yeah, it's true, man. Yeah, I saw it.
It's a religion, dude.
Yeah, man. Listen, we're here. We don't look at race like other groups. You know, that are obsessed with it, and I'm black before I'm anything else. Like, nah, man. Here we try to have a good time and just talk boxing, man. But other people want to come in and sabotage. It's like that guy in the subway. You know, he's attacking people, and then when he gets subdued, he plays victim. I mean, I'm sorry, man. It's you gotta keep it a buck, as they say in the streets. The other thing is, hey, speaking about that, Tank Davis also likes to put that gorilla emoji on Twitter. So I mean, what he being racist? Bro. I mean, come on.
You know, the guy was so pro black that he didn't even want to acknowledge the fact that his own Messiah, Floyd Mayweather, was under Golden Boy's umbrella. That's what I want to know. Why was he blind to the facts? Go do your research.
And by the way, why is Tank Davis flinging shit? I mean, that is animalistic, man. So if he doesn't want to be treated like that, he should act like an upstanding citizen instead of smearing shit on his mirror, shitting on his toothbrush. I mean, come on, man.
Who flosses her ass with a toothbrush, bro? Who does that?
I mean, that's disgusting, man.
Hey, salute to Windy City. I want to get your thoughts on this, BDA. What's your thoughts on Eddie Reynoso just breaking it out, saying the only thing black fighters do is run and jab?
You know, I'd like to hear that quote. I know he was on the Morales podcast, I think, where he said that. I don't know if I'd like to hear exactly what he said in the context he said it. But I disagree with that because they say the same thing about European fighters. Like, oh, they're all upright mummies. They got no head movement. They got their chin up in the air. And that's not true. I remember in the 1990s, people used to say that, like, oh, all Europeans, they used to call them European pastries in the message boards. Meanwhile, you had Nassim Hamed, you had fucking Chris Eubank, you had Joe Calzaghe. Those guys were anything but robotic. And they say the same thing about Mexicans too. Like, they're all sluggers. They're just, they eat 3 shots to land 1. But I will say this, though. The reason why stereotypes are often abound or are created is because there is a certain amount of truth to a specific style. Yes, Mexican style seems to be more aggressive for the most part. Even though you got exceptions like Canelo Alvarez, Juan Francisco Estrada, Ray Vargas. But ultimately, the foundation is, be aggressive, go get the knockout, go to the body. And it's to a certain degree, it is true with the same thing with the American style, what I like to call the ass style, American slick style that they teach since the 1990s with Floyd Mayweather. It's the sweet science, they like to call it, hit, not get hit. But unfortunately, a lot of that now has become pot shot and clinch. Get the referee on your side like a Kenny Bayless. He's going to be in your pocket. He's going to look after you. And that's just not entertaining, and it dilutes the sport and it hurts the sport. That's why I respect, listen, Canelo, he couldn't get the knockout, but at least he tried. He busted the guy up. So you got to give him some form, a modicum of credit for that. Whereas if a guy's just running around the ring, trying to get the knockout, it's not entertaining. And then finally he gets it at the end. That's less entertaining. It's somewhat entertaining because he had the knockout, but he says, so long story short, yes, stereotypes to a certain degree can be true, and certain styles are endemic or illustrative of a certain nation or ethnicity or whatever you want to call it.
BDA.
No, I think he's right. They're all back for bitches.
Hey, BDA, can we change that? Can we change that ass to American sweet science?
Well, what do you mean by sweet science? Explain what sweet means. Explain what science means. Like, what does that mean? Like,
that shit we were just talking about, back foot bitch and shit.
Well, it's the stereotype that
no, but you said 30 million though. You said 30 million. The man said 30 million. I want to get back to the 30 million.
Don't get emotional with me, okay, BDA.
What you mean? What you mean?
Are you gonna let me answer? 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 Are you gonna let me answer?
I mean, what is an answer? What's that to you? What does that mean to you? What if I answer you?
Truth?
What's that?
What is truth?
30 million?
What are words coming out of my mouth?
Because you can. Because you can. No, it's because you can.
Hey, but by the way, you know what I liked about the Canelo fight in terms of logistics? It was a very big, obviously they were in a stadium. The fact that they got people so close to the ring. If you watch when they hold the fights in, like when Billy Joe Saunders fought Canelo in, what was that Texas stadium? Dallas Stadium, whatever it's called.
Yeah, Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah 70,000 or something.
Yeah, they keep the crowd a little farther away from the ring. I don't know if that's a security thing or whatever. Over there in Mexico, they said, fuck that, let's just try to, I think they meant to just jam pack in as many people as they could. And that's why people were so close to the ring. And it felt like, like you were right there in front of them. I could
give you an explanation. Was it due to the pandemic? They were doing the whole like spacing thing. Maybe not too close, right? You gotta have the social distance. So that's why they couldn't have them too close in that fight.
That makes sense, man. That makes sense. But yeah, I don't know.
Can I tell you what I think about that Canelo fight?
I'd love to hear it.
Can I tell you? Because I've been thinking about it, and I've been gathering information. And the one thing I like to do afterwards is because my brother's girlfriend, she likes Canelo a lot, and my girl, she likes Canelo. Right? They're like casual, Mexican female fans, right? They're like, Canelo's fighting? Okay, hell yeah. I want to see him win, right? So I asked her after the fight, how did you feel about it? She's like, it was all right. I was like, do you feel like disappointed a little bit or what? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, why is that? And she's like, I'm like, there's no knockout, or you were expecting a knockout, or what? And she's like, yeah. She kind of was like, I wanted a knockout. And so was like, my brother girls on the same shit, right? So they're feeling deflated by his performance, by, he didn't get a knockout. And that's like a casual view. Like, she likes boxing, she likes watching with me kind of, but she don't like to get, she's not that into it. Like that, right? So that's like a real casual opinion. What's
Never
up?
sober. I got a question though. So, is that due to influence of the? Obviously, you live in Georgia. There's a bunch of hammock swingers. Is that due to the influence of that they view that maybe a hammock swinger is tougher than a British white guy, and they say, well, he's going to knock out this British white guy because of the basically the brainwashing of the American press in a sense?
No, because I told her, I was like, this dude, John Ryder, I was like, this guy's like never been even knocked off his feet. I told her like the first time when he dropped him, that's the first time that fool's ever been down. And I told her what my opinion of John Ryder is now is he don't got no world-class skills, but he got a world-class chin, and he showed it. And just sometimes, guys can bite down on their mouthpiece and then get through that. That was to the detriment of Canelo. But, once I told her that, she was like, oh, really? She was like, oh, well, then. She's like, well, then I don't know then. She was like, maybe,
Well, that's the thing, though. If casuals were somewhat disappointed with the Canelo fight against John Ryder, imagine how disappointed they were, these casuals, when they saw Mayweather fight. I can tell you, I used to invite a bunch of my friends to go watch some Floyd fights at the bar. We were drinking and shit, and man, they were falling asleep. They were pissed off. And they told me, is this boxing? I told them, no, this is just Floyd style. That just let you know that he hurt the sport, man.
You know what? I did the same thing with some friends, and one of them, after we'd been drinking, of course, so I'm not gonna blame him too much for it. But he came up to me afterwards, like, "Fuck you, fuck you," and they had to hold him back. I said, "There you go, man. That's the power of the Floyd Mayweather fights. Like, he turned people against me. He turned people against me, man.
You had to restrain him.
Did they get in the stance in front of you though?
Yeah, he did like a fighting stance.
No, but did they get into the Mayweather stance?
No. Yeah, they tried to replicate that. Yeah. I got into a karate stance, like De Niro in Taxi Driver, where he gets into that karate pose. But man, yeah, it was disappointing. Like Canelo, at least, listen, he couldn't get the knockout, but at least he went for it. And yeah, it's really disrespectful because people love to say, don't stereotype, don't be racist. Yet they stereotype, like I said, against the European fighters. They look down on European fighters. Meanwhile, they got a whole bunch of contenders. They got title holders. They're one of the top groups in boxing, and yet they're disrespected. Why? Well, because they're not, they don't fit the demographic, and I think that's a shame.
Because white men can jump.
That's right. And I thought it was an entertaining fight. I thought that Ryder was game, and he fought with a broken nose since the second round. So at the end of the day, I was satisfied. It was better than watching like a Devin Haney or a Shakur fight, or a Rigondeaux fight. So, and even worst case scenario, the fight that killed boxing was Manny versus Floyd because they didn't want to engage at all. So, from a casual's perspective, maybe, they watched this fight, they saw a brawl, they saw two knockdowns. One was official, but at the end of the day, that exclamation point was Canelo was looking for it. It just didn't come to fruition, as you might say.
Yeah, and that's right. And sometimes it's not about the destination; it's about getting there and how you get there. And how he got there was relatively entertaining. I wasn't bored. I would have liked to have seen a stoppage or listen. Canelo was not without criticism from my end. I do have some criticism of him, the fact that he doesn't string combos together anymore. But look at the fucking guy. Look at the result. John Ryder was beat up. Callum Smith couldn't do it. Daniel Jacobs couldn't do it. Zach Parker had to quit in that fight against John Ryder because he didn't want any of it. At least that's the way it seemed to me. I could be wrong. And then look at what Canelo does. So there's levels to boxing, man. And Canelo, you can tell he's at another level here. Yeah.
Can I just say that?
Why are you saying this a master plan? Why are you saying this a master class when look at the state of John Ryder, completely destroyed, went down 2 times, the 1 time, whatever. But Canelo could have easily jabbed and clinched. 12 rounds?
That's right. That's a good point. That's a good point, man. You're absolutely right. Gonzalo said the same thing. He says, "How come when other fighters do that?" And Rapid and other people on this channel exposed this a while back when who was it? Was it Canelo versus Golovkin? People said, and myself included, I fell into this trap. I said, it was boring. I said it was boring compared to the second fight, but in hindsight, you look at how the press covered this. When the press covered, they said, subpar performance, blah, 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 or mundane performance, something like that. That's the term they use. And then Rapid pulled up the articles of the Shakur Stevenson performances, Devin Haney, masterclass, the sweet science, blah, blah. You're thinking, there is a certain, double standard the way they cover it, the fights.
It's an astonishing double standard.
Of course there is.
Astonishing, guys. No, it really is. Like every fight, Devin Haney fights a guy who everybody knew, Kambosos was almost on a Buster Douglas, but lower level Buster Douglas guy who got the belts. And it's a master class when he couldn't even finish or stun the guy. Matter of fact, the opposite happened. Kambosos actually knocked down Devin Haney at one point in the fights. Might have been the first fight, and they didn't even count it. So they still counted that as a master class, and everybody was applauding all over the place. Shakur Stevenson beats up a sushi maker, a guy who only had 15 fights, and they're saying it's some type of catastrophic, a devastating, basically entrance into the 135-pound division. It really wasn't. He's fighting a bum. It is a double standard, but I'm picking it up. It's because we're seeing it because we're on an American platform. YouTube and in the boxing community that we're talking in, the English speaking boxing YouTube and even everything else that has to do with sport on YouTube is English speaking, and it's American bias based. And even some people who are white fall into it. Some guys who are Hispanic fall into it. So they fall into the bias that they want to see. They want to see a someone that you see on the daily dunking the basketball, performing because they think that's the elite athlete. It's not, guys. I mean, in the World Cup, look what happened. One of the sports that's the most diverse in the world, soccer. The team from Argentina was the World Cup champion. What does that say? See what I'm saying? So that's the world. We're in a world sport, and in a world sport, it's not American based no more. It's a world sport. You got guys from the UK, high level leg rider, a high level fighter. Maybe he's not getting his roses, as they say in quotations, because he's a white guy from the UK, guys. So let's cut the crap already and give Canelo his props.
Black supremacists are having a meltdown.
As soon as his nose gets better, I got Ryder over Benavidez. Easy, simple. He's got heart. I haven't seen Benavidez have to display any heart.
Well, I've never seen anybody break Ryder's nose. Nobody broke Ryder's nose ever in his life. It was the first time he got his nose broken. The only thing that got him through the fight was that having this feather in the cap of saying, I survived 12 rounds with Canelo. And even Canelo alluded to it after the fight. He said, I think Ryder just wanted to survive. That's what he was in there for. He got it. He got his wish. He survived. He basically has that on his record now. I survived Canelo, in a sense, is what Canelo was saying after the fight. And I actually believe that because during the latter stages of the fight, I didn't see Ryder. Ryder was just doing enough to hold on. I also have to credit Canelo for even making the fight last longer, because I do feel that he felt he was in his hometown. He felt that the Mexican public was already, they haven't seen him. So why not put on 12 rounds of violence versus Ryder and give the people what they want? Violence and attraction. And he gave them everything they wanted.
You know what I want, Don Rippet? I want to see Canelo versus Ryder Part 2 now. I want to see it again. I like the fight. I like how they matched up. I want that shit to be run back now.
Nah, that engine doesn't want to be straight through that again there. You need to exert the energy elsewhere. I want
everybody to be so happy when they announce Ryder versus Canelo.
No, I have something for you guys. I have something for you, the Don, and everybody on the panel. So I'm about to call in hypocrisy right here to the limit, right? We got a lot of guys out here telling me this and that about, hey, this guy root for this guy. Now let me ask you something. How come everybody's little fetish, which I have no hate for this man, but I'm just calling out the guys who have a fetish for this guy. How come Pitbull Cruz wasn't at the Canelo fight, but he shows up to the Charlo fight and he shows up to the Tank fight and cheers him?
Oh, great point, man.
Someone tell me that. The fight's in Mexico, the king of boxing, Canelo backs you up, and Pitbull Cruz don't show up to Canelo's fighting. And what's going on here? Something's up.
I got one better. Where was the Mexican monster? Where was the Mexican
Where was he?
in Mexico?
Where was Benavides? Where were these PBC scumbags at the Canelo fight? Hey, by the way, Canelo supports all these guys. Canelo said, Pitbull Cruz, I support you. Where was Pitbull Cruz support at the Canelo fight, guys?
Where was Benavides in the crowd? Like fucking, I want you, man. I want you.
Hey. Hey, you know who I saw? You know who I saw at a fight? Marquez at a Mayweather fight. I saw Marquez at a Mayweather fight. Where was he at the Canelo fight? What is going on here? The cooking is astonishing, and these guys are choosing sides out here. And that's the problem, because they're basically paid off by the American press. PBC obviously paying off Pitbull Cruz. Hey, let Canelo talk good about you, but don't go to his fight. Screw him. So something's happening there. Some traitor alert going on down with the PBC. I don't trust them at all, dude.
And not only that, I think I saw, correct me if I'm wrong, but I was looking closer at the crowd because I wanted to see if there were any celebrities or whatever. I saw a Mongolian guy in there. I saw what looked like a Mongolian. I'm thinking, oh boy, they've got them. I think they're sending out most already.
Well, all I gotta say is, what the hell, where's that Mr. T moment where, I want you, man. Where's Benavides in the crowd? If he wants to fight so bad, where's Morel? Where are all these guys saying, I want you, man? I want you, brother. Where the hell are these guys? When you want the fight, you show up wherever they are. You chase them down. You go to their next event and you show you're in the front row saying, I want you, man. There was none of that. These guys are all about faking, pump faking, and capping. These guys do not want to fight with Canelo. They don't want to fight each other. The PDC is trash, and never support them. I suggest that whoever is still watching Showtime, cancel your subscription right away. They're trying to poison your mind. Next thing you know, you're going to be wearing Jordans, and you're going to be buying fried chicken all over the place, even though it's delicious.
Never Sober, what's your thoughts on that? There's no excuse for Pitbull Cruz, who wants all the fan base and all this type of stuff. I mean, you're not even a champion, Pitbull. I like you as a fighter, I'm not, but I'm going to call you out when you are a scumbag, and you're a scumbag. Because you know what? You want the fans. Wait, hold up. Canelo goes and supports this little scumbag who might not, I don't know, he might be Guatemalan, I don't know. But I just think he goes and supports him, and he's not going up and showing up to a Canelo fight, but he sure showed up to a Charlo fight, all these other fights that I see him with the PBC, hugging, being Pacquiao's personal bodyguard? What's going on out here, Never Sober?
That is a little weird, bro, because it was in Mexico. He lives in Mexico. He could have pulled up. He could have, at the very least, bro, he could have sent like a little Instagram message, like apoyar a Canelo.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But come on, bro. Yeah, he could definitely showed up. But that is weird.
Anything, bro. Anything. Even if it wasn't a direct message, like even just a Viva Mexico,
By the way, salute to Picasso, who did support. He was calling a fight, but there's few fighters. I've noticed that, and a lot of them are PBC. And I'm going in specifically on Pitbull Cruz because he is living in Mexico at the moment. Never Sober, So he goes and buys he buys a ticket to go see Charlo. He buys a ticket to see Tank. By the way, go hug him before the fight, but he won't buy a ticket for Canelo or do anything like that. Like, what is going on out here, guys?
They probably would have gave him one, bro. If he showed up, they just would have gave him one.
Of course, Canelo's cool. Canelo's a good guy. He literally supports Pitbull. But where's the back? Where's the giving back? This is crazy.
They're gonna make the Pitbull. They're gonna make the Pitbull Tank Part 2. It's gonna be celebrated. Everybody that supports the PBC is gonna love it. Pitbull's gonna lay down, and guess what? That's why I want Ryder Part 2. Because that's what I want. Another entertaining fight.
I don't mind.
Fuck with the PBC and the hammock swingers, have to say. And I want Canelo Ryder Part 2 so they can go screw themselves. We're gonna have fun over here. Because that's what they're gonna do.
Look at, dude. All I'm saying is this: guys need to support Canelo as much as Canelo supports them, dude. I literally saw Canelo supporting Pitbull Cruz, dude. And to reciprocate is pretty damn easy. Is all I gotta say, right? Especially if you're living in there. But damn, there's something off about that. That's why I really can't trust these PBC fighters anymore. I'm angry. I don't even like them. Even going on Andy could have gone, and I mean Canelo flew all the way to the damn Middle East to watch Andy fight Anthony Joshua in the second fight. He flew over there and wanted to see him.
Bro.
Where's the reciprocation?
I didn't even know that shit.
Yeah, where's the reciprocation out here, dude?
Fighters, bro. Even if they're Mexican, don't support them, bro.
Well, what happened though? But Don, that's what I'm asking. Is there some type of edict? Is there some type of edict that says you cannot be around Canelo, you cannot be around Canelo, anything Canelo does, or what's going on out here?
I'm pretty sure that it's in their contract that they can't go over to no other event but a PBC event. So they can't go around freelancing, and because they know that they'll be breaking their own code. So as far as I'm concerned, a Mexican fighter or Latino fighter that signed on the PBC is basically a fucking a cut or basically a hammock swinger themselves. Because I'm gonna tell you, the one time that a guy that was dumb enough to try to win, and this went for Pitbull Cruz and this went for Castaño, they shut him down right away. They made it impossible for Castaño to win the second fight, and they're gonna make it impossible for Pitbull Cruz to win versus Tank Davis in their second fight.
And we got right here facts by Exile Ken Ray. He says Ryan liked all the picks on the zone, even the pick on Twitter when he reached Forbes 110. And he says Pitbull didn't like any of Canelo's stuff. A man who knows this, who's following Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull did not like any of Canelo's picks or anything like that on Instagram. And just press a like. Canelo King, press a like. Why not, Pitbull? Does that bother you so much that you cannot just press a like? That you have to be hating? Like, what's going on out here? Think about it. In this new world, stop hating, dude. Pitbull, I hope if you ever fight, I wish the best for you. I'm not even lying, but you're a scumbag, dude. I really think you are a scumbag for not supporting Canelo, dude. For not supporting Canelo, you're a scumbag, dude. Something's off. Something's weird, dude.
Finally, we get to where I wanted to be. Right there. Fuck Cruz. Fuck Benavidez. Fuck everybody on the PBC. I want Andy to get his last fight and sign with Golden Boy, and that's that.
I got a question though, for everybody on the panel. I think Furioso's here because he wanted to get his stuff in. But Furioso, what's your thoughts on basically just some of the aftermath of what you're hearing here? Some of the things you heard earlier, because I know you've been silently, obviously, operating. What's your thoughts on some of this stuff you're hearing, Furioso?
No, I mean, the style thing. The style thing, I blame what Reynoso said. I blame everything on Muhammad Ali.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. It's kind of all his fault because he was the big gob and he was an advocate of that. His early career, the black and white, his black and white career was about that. Was the sting like a butterfly, float like a bee, sting like a butterfly. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Yeah. So that's not somebody who's fucking getting it mixing it up like Ryder and Canelo were. They were standing toe to toe boxing, essentially, that was. So Floyd's fucking uncle and dad's hero is Muhammad Ali. Their style was Muhammad Ali, let's face it, okay? You've watched them both, I certainly did. The Cobra and all that, he's coming out in his Mexican stuff and all that, taking the piss back then. Anyway, so they even like to do the poetry, everything like Muhammad Ali. So they really copied they mixed it all up a bit, added bits on, obviously, but essentially it's Muhammad Ali back foot bitch ho, which is why I get the back foot bitch and come up with the thing, because it's back from Muhammad Ali, which Tyson Fury also used successfully, I have to say, because it was necessary at the time. But then obviously he moved on and he evolved. Okay, so anyway, so they met Roger Roger and all that, they were all on that shit. So they coached and they taught their son that bullshit with extra fucking street hood fucking trickery and, you know, and dirty boxing. So then obviously Floyd went on to fucking influence everybody else, didn't he? He's got white boys in Europe doing it. You know, because before then, there was back foot bitches before Muhammad Ali. Yes, there was. But the TV and this, that, and the other wasn't as prevalent. Okay, you read about it. Oh, yeah, the fighter was on the back foot, la, la, la. But from the 60s, really, proper onwards, with Muhammad Ali with his gob, with his big mouth and everything, it became proper. It came to the limelight, didn't it? And then into the 80s, you know, they all followed suit. They all copied Muhammad Ali, Sugar Ray, and so on, and all bitch. And now because the world is going black, because I think we're getting close to the end of the world. The end of the world is near.
Facts.
That's why it's getting so blackened. Because the world is getting so blackened, and we're going to the end of the world. That is how they referee boxing now. That's how, because they've been blackened.
It's the end of the world as we know it.
That's what's glorified.
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's glorified and it's influenced the kids in the gyms. Once you got a white English kid or white European doing copying Floyd, you know it's game over. Because if he's copying his tricks, his skills, what else is he also copying? Because not all of them are mentally strong, but when you get into boxers, not a lot of them intellectual people, are they really? When you get some numbnuts, and they'll be copying also what goes with his boxing, which to me is dirty, isn't it? Slimy. It's sleazy shit. So yeah, but Muhammad Ali is glorified forever. He's their treasure, isn't he? When it's Black History Month, everything, he's their face. It's him. It's Martin Luther King. They've got Tupac now in the Rushmore. It's Luther, Pac, Muhammad
and George
Ali.
Floyd, bro. And George Floyd.
I think Floyd might be there now also. So anyway, that's their heroes. I mean, how embarrassing. And Muhammad Ali, all white people have cooked to Muhammad Ali. All white people, all races have cooked to Muhammad Ali. And I'll cut him some slack. And I will forgive him. I will forgive him because I was young once.
Okay.
I had to watch. Yeah. I was young once.
Don't tell me you were breakdancing, Furioso. Don't tell me you were breakdancing.
That is what was on television, though. It's how you come out of the hood. That's what was on the television. You were given the rumble. You were given the Kinshasa. You were given fucking all that bullshit. Innit? It's not our fault. It's not our fault. But that doesn't mean it's the fucking truth. It's not the fucking truth. He was a corrupt fucking a quarter white boy that was put there. That was obviously had that back foot bitchness that's influenced these hoes nowadays. But obviously they played along to him also, and he loved it. And in the 70s, he lost most of his fights. But they made him the cash cow still. The cash cow thing, that also came from him, sort of thing, really. They copied that honus. Because Muhammad Ali was the first guy to get million purse. Not first, but he got like the 5 million purse or something of fucking Kinshasa for the time. It was significant. Not that he saw any of it. But yeah, so it is him, and he is. He's the bitch.
Don't forget that he also got the sympathy card when he became crippled and shit. You know.
Yeah, he didn't even have to go to war or anything. He didn't even have to go to fucking prison or anything. He stayed at home fucking watching Netflix and shit. You didn't have to do fucking what.
And then when he got out,
You know,
And then when he got out
practicing
of
his
boxing,
jab or
and
shit.
then when he got out of boxing, he take the 6 for 20 years or 30 years. You know, he didn't have to.
Canelo's
I'm not
number one,
buying
and
it.
they
All
gotta
I
eat
know
it.
is I'm not
Canelo's
buying it.
number one, and
I'm
they
not
gotta
buying
eat
that
it.
shit. I've grown out of it. I've grown out of it, so to
I hate
speak.
that shit.
And I think the ones that are still cooking, I think you will grow out of it. Trust me, you will, because the penny will drop. The penny will drop, and it all comes together. The puzzle comes together, and you'll think, oh right, it really is that. You'll see, you'll fall soon. Don't worry. So yeah, so that Reynoso's right. So yes, there was the back foot bitch before, but even Muhammad Ali, I think he made it more back foot because everybody was trying to sting like a bee and run and sting, run and sting, run and sting. It wasn't floating; it became running and stinging, attempting to sting. Because now they don't sting, do they? Do they fuck? There's none of them gotten power or anything.
And so towards the end of his career, Ali, he wasn't even fighting anymore. They were just kicking his ass on the ring.
Yeah, they just put the fucking. He was half dead, wasn't he? And that goes to show that in itself proves the point, because obviously the show must go on, a bit like Elvis Presley. When he was all fucked up, out of shape, all fat, obese, this, that, all drugged out, but he still, the show had to keep rolling.
They wheeled his ass out.
The train kept her rolling, innit? Kept her rolling. It did. It has to keep rolling. The train can't stop. Because why will it kind of stop? It'll seize. The locomotive, it does, doesn't it? Feed it coal, baby. Yeah, so it's kind of the same. It's a facade. I don't believe, and he's not the greatest ever. He wasn't the greatest ever. He started getting matchmaked ever. Rocky Marciano's better than him. He never got beat. Muhammad Ali got beat more than 10 times. So you can fuck off. Canelo's better than. I'll tell you what, Canelo's better than Muhammad Ali. There you go.
Facts.
Yeah. Many weight division champion, sells all over the world. Today I was watching Turkish TV, listening to Turkish radio. On the main news algorithm, the radio only gets like a quick 2 minutes, 3 minutes, because it's radio, yeah? And the first on the news, because I can understand a bit of Turkish, kebabs, this, that, and the other, Galatasaray. Anyway, there was like, oh, Canelo, this and that, a bigger show in this, they were commenting on it. They were talking about it in Turkey on the radio, so it's worldwide news. So he's because he's on the Forbes. Everything that he does has to really be documented in the news. In those 2 minutes, because he's on the algorithm highest of high. Do you get me? He's top 5. So it's news. You get me? If he drives down the road to get a Dolce Gabbana shirt, you No, but it just goes to show it's worldwide, isn't it? On Turkish radio, this and that, they're going to Canelo this, Canelo that. They weren't going on about Tank, the Ryan Garcia fight. They didn't.
That's all news now.
No, I'm being serious because I listened to it, and it didn't that weekend, the day after. But with the Canelo, and it was against Ryder Date, it was on their main news, is what I'm saying. So it's proper global. It was even beyond Tank and Ryan, if you get me, because it's on that top news algorithm. 2 minute section the radio gets. You have to spit as quick as possible, don't you?
Yeah, that's the thing. The global market is very underestimated. Because these guys don't understand that the reach of a international superstar. I'm pretty sure if I knew Japanese, I could turn on the Japanese news and they would be reporting on Canelo too. I mean,
they'll love him also because he looked different. Also, yeah.
Oh yeah. They love a
He
little
should
bit of
go and
different.
fight there.
He should. They love combat sports there. He should do a Japanese fight.
Yeah, so the motherfuckers, it's global news. It was global news. It was I know they obviously they'll take an interest there because he fought a Turkish guy, didn't he, Canelo?
Of course, he fights worldwide. Yep, that's what he does.
Wildrum, this, that, and the other. And that in itself, I'll tell you what, the Turkish are the most fanatic followers you'll get in the world. In all sports.
I believe that.
Them motherfuckers are crazy. Their football teams, everything, they get the most views, most everything. Like, you know, when they do the monthly breakdown, most searches, it's Galatasaray, it's this, it just is. It's like when we say it's like a religion, they take it to beyond religion.
Are they on Maradona church levels?
Yeah, that's another level.
That's the best level ever. Nobody's gonna top that level, man.
So it's Muhammad Ali's fault. I know he's got all the movies, he's got all the books, and God, his library is huge, and that's all we've watched since we were kids because that's what was on television, wasn't it? It was a circus. So Reynoso's fact, it is, because that's the style that's also been influenced. Yeah, there's been a few dogs that have come along that they like to call dogs. Like Gerald, the one who's like fucking half dead, that Ben beat. There's been a few, but Gerald McClellan, obviously come forward guys like maybe like Tyson's and Holyfield was pretty come forward. He mixed it up. But in general, it is that they're all like that.
Hey, Furioso, what's your thoughts on Furioso? What's your thoughts on the breaking news? We're gonna just break it. Why not? That Billy Joe Saunders is about to return. Breaking.
I think that's good news. I think boxing needs people, characters like him. And I wonder boxers like him about they're calling people out and this, that, and the other, and mixing it up.
What's your thoughts, Don? Billy Joe's coming back as Furioso thinks he's mixing it up. I got Billy Joe. I think he should come back versus Benavidez. Why not?
Well, let me go in. Yeah, for sure. I like you know what? Billy Joe Saunders is a character. You know, he's one of these guys that knows how to sell a fight. So even no matter what shape he comes in as next fight, you're going to be intrigued because he's going to tell you he's going to kick somebody's ass, and he's going to be on everybody's radar. You know, Billy Joe Saunders, no matter what, he got hit so hard in the eye that he said no mas. Then he gained weight. There's a whole story there. So his comeback story, I believe that it'll grab some interest, and I'll definitely be looking out for his return. And I wonder at what weight class though. That's what I want to know.
168, the Don. 168. He's gonna go back to 168. Yeah.
Oh man, a 168 Billy Joe. Hey, let's
the only thing. The only thing about Billy Joe is like, for him to win at that weight, say the 168, because he's not really a natural super middle, even a super middle. He isn't. He's like a middle. He's never had pop. But yeah, he's good. He's good. He's a skilled boxer. And he's a good character. Boxing needs that. Yes, it does.
Yeah, no pop.
But to be a champion, if you're looking at the guys there, I got Benavidez beating him.
Yeah, no pop. No pop. Yeah, you're right. No pop.
I mean, he has it. No, it's 168. He doesn't have it at 160, which is his actual natural weight. Okay, he's 168. He isn't gonna knock dudes out. He isn't. He'll outbox them. Yeah, but he knocked out Lemieux, didn't he? But Lemieux's like he's not even a 168. He's a 160.
Hey, some people are saying Billy Joe versus Boo Boo, specifically 18th Street. 18th Street salute. And JJ's saying he's better than Plant in his opinion. Billy Joe's better than Plant.
But
I think he's better than Plant. Yes, he is.
Will he be coming back on Queensberry promotions, or what promotional outfit will he be coming? Because that's important to know too.
Well, I don't think. Well, I'm not sure which one.
He's coming back, Eddie. He's coming back with Eddie.
He's gonna be back with Warren.
That's who he was with last time, I believe. I think.
Eddie has the fights. Eddie has the fights. I think Eddie has the fights for him.
Eddie has the fights.
Yeah, Eddie has the fights for him.
If he signs with the Zone, then he could have some. But I mean, the thing is, don't mention PBC fighters when you're mentioning him. Unless he signs with PBC, because that's the problem that everybody does. Oh, you start mentioning Canelo, the first thing people start doing is mentioning PBC fighter. That's part of the brainwashing.
Facts.
That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. When you start talking about a fighter, just start talking about the same promotional company or another, something that's more likely, but you don't talk about the PBC because it's never going to happen. And if it does, it's going to be a fucking robbery or some kind of logistical mess that it makes a hindrance on the fighter going in and doing business with the PBC.
Yo, salute to Gosu Eyes and salute to Wendy who's in the chat. So passive, salute to you, bro. But basically that's the basis, and the basis of this stream, we've been talking about it. The Canelo hate is real, guys, and I'm not taking it. We're not taking it at all out here, bro. That's all I gotta say.
Salute.
But we're not taking any Mexican hate out here, bro. We're gonna stomp on you out. We're gonna stomp you out, dude, if you're hating on Mexicans. And you know what? You're hating on Portuguese, I'm gonna stomp you out too, because my friend Furioso, he's a proud Portuguese man, dude. And all I gotta say, I'm gonna stomp the living lights out of you, bro. But go in Chingazos.
Who's hating
also
on the Portuguese?
Hispanics, all Hispanics, bro. But go in Chingazos.
I mean, I don't got much to say, but the Canelo fight was good, bro. I don't know what people are fucking. I actually do know what's wrong with them. First, they lay down a seed. What's the seed? Let's start this narrative that all European fighters are Eurobums, right? So whenever Canelo fights one, you're gonna expect a KO because I mean he's fighting a bum allegedly, which that's a retarded narrative. I already explained that last time I was here. The Europeans have good records, good fighters. They have won a lot of fucking world championships. So let's cut the crap about them being fucking bums, bro. It's not the case, but yeah, that's the seed they lay down. The narrative, and then when Canelo doesn't get a KO, they're like, "Oh, he couldn't do it," blah blah blah. But they're not looking at the whole thing, bro. This fight was happening over there in Guadalajara, bro. We're talking about high elevation. You're not gonna have the same stamina over there as fighting in Las Vegas, for example, or somewhere where it's not a high elevation location. You get me? So if Canelo was to try to go for broke in the beginning, thinking Ryder is not durable, thinking Ryder doesn't have the stamina, then he might run out of gas, and it already happened against Bivol once. You get me? So he can't just go all out, and then you lose all your fucking gas tank, and then you have a guy like Ryder on your ass, bro. Canelo already had the fight won, bro. He won every fucking round, bro. We're talking 12 rounds. I give Canelo 12 rounds, bro.
Me too.
And maybe there was a swing round around the 7th. I don't know. That could have gone either way. If anything, maybe it's 11-1. But I have it like 11-1, 12-0, somewhere around there. In other words, Canelo dominated the whole fucking fight, bro. What more could you ask out of a fighter, bro? If that was a black American fighter, everybody would be saying this is a masterpiece. The performance of a lifetime, all this bullshit, bro, you know? But with Canelo, it's like, oh, he lost it, all this shit, bro. You get me? Come on. Let's keep it 100 with everybody.
The thing about that the Canelo fight, I did 12-0 no cap, and I think if that fight was say Shakur with whoever, right, and that was Shakur putting that performance in his own time, they would have stopped that fight. they would have said to Ryder, which obviously he gave Canelo a lot of licks himself. But they would have stopped that fight on some like, you've had enough, son, because you're like 9-0. I've seen a lot of fights stop. Look, you can't win. You 9-0. You're getting a beat down, which is face, everything, broken nose, everything. He was getting a beat down, really. But he was a braveheart. The fight went exactly like I envisaged. Yeah, I said Canelo would stop him late, but I said Ryder was going to be fucking tough as nails, and he was. But he got a beat down for it.
Any other fight?
I added 12. Honestly, I added 12. Yeah, there's a couple of close rounds. I think it was the 2 and 5 or something like that. I think Canelo had a very good round, and then Ryder came back with a good round, but he still didn't win it.
If you also remember, I told you guys that Ryder has good stamina, bro. He has a good gas tank, bro. I wasn't lying about that shit, bro. That's why I brought it up before the fight happened.
He beats all the American, all these. He's the best of the rest. Only Canelo. I said this before the fight. Only Canelo is better than this guy. You can't say Benavidez is better than him. You can't say Charlo's because they haven't fought him, so we can't say vice versa. But otherwise, he's beat Callum Smith, which he did, okay? He lost, but he beat him, all right? He beat Jacobs. He beat, that Park. He's on a... He was a guy on a good fucking ride, he was.
Hey, but also, if you would have fought anywhere else, they would have seen that broken nose and they would have stuck a fight. Like
they would have stopped. Yeah, they would have stopped.
They would have called the medical. They would have called the doctor over, and the doctor would have said, "No, that's it."
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why they would have. They didn't stop it. They didn't stop it because obviously Canelo, the style of fight, and obviously it's kind of Repe kind of touched on it also a bit because. It's in Mexico. They can't just stop fight like that. In Mexico, they want to see blood.
This is not the PVC Furioso where they just start fucking fighting.
They want to see the to the death, sort of, kind of to the death of the guys that did. Obviously, but all Canelo beat him up, but and he knocked him down twice. He just didn't finish Ryder because Ryder was too good for his own good. To be honest.
Yeah, I didn't expect Ryder to have the heart, bro, to be so brave, to have the shit, bro.
I knew that. I knew he definitely had heart.
I knew he had the stamina, bro, and I brought it up a bunch of times, but I wasn't sure about the heart, but he does, bro. He's a durable fighter. He could take punches, and and when shit gets rough, he's like, I'm gonna get up, and he gets up because when he got knocked down, he was thinking about it, like, should I get up or not? And then he was like, this is the Canelo fight. I gotta persevere, get up, and keep going, and that's what he did, bro.
He beats all the rest of the guys. But he still got beat every round though. That's the thing. He was tough. He looked a tough guy. He didn't look no wimp either. Don't judge a book by its cover. But he was he looked like he meant business. He was sort on the face-to-face everything. He was like, I won't be beat attitude. You can beat me, but I won't quit. He had no quit in him. We've seen loads of fighters quit. Like I can say Billy Joe Saunders. I know his face was broken, but I think Ryder would have had to be dragged out of the ring. So fair play to him. But he got a beat down for it.
You know what it is?
You know what I'm saying, don't you? He was too good for his own good.
The thing about Billy Joe is had he kept fighting, he would have gotten hit again with a nice uppercut, and we're talking about the point of no return. Like, you're never boxing again if you fucking get your face broken even more than you already have. You get me? So it's kind of I don't blame him for quitting, bro. But he did quit. But I mean, I don't blame him for it. Given the situation, he's facing a phenomenal puncher in Canelo, elite puncher, another punch like that, and we're talking about the point of no return, bro. You get me?
Fair play to the ref for not stopping the fight or anything, because I've seen fights stopped. I was betting on the up and under, and at points I was like, shit, he's going to finish. You know, they're going to stop it like that. And no, he didn't, because I'm so used to watching PBC, so used to watching all these other promotions, and it's like, stop. Do you get me? A little flurry, and it's, you've had enough fun, you've had enough, son. It's like, what the fuck? No, there they fought toe to toe. It was a proper fight. It was a proper fight.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. That I didn't get the severity of like when that punch happened and Billy Joe got hit. I didn't take into account how like severe that. At that moment, I did think, oh man, fucking Billy Joe, he's bitching out, you know. But then after, like, you know, he had a like fucking broken eye socket and the whole thing. After that, I understood. I was like, well, that was a big punch and it fucked him up. So yeah, I understand what
that
was. And that's why
his face was dented. It was, his face was dented. That's for sure.
Yeah, those are career-changing injuries, bro. And to be real with you, I heard you guys talking about Billy Joe making a comeback, and I don't think he's gonna return the same, bro. I think he's damaged goods.
I think he'll be even more back foot bitch. One of my Rushmore fighters, after he got beat, he got knocked down, he got beaten, all that. He was already a bit of a use the ring a lot. You know, we all love him and that. Hector Camacho. I know he could do everything, but he was, you know, he liked getting on his bike also too. Once he got beat, after he got beat, he went to he went full time back foot bitch. He did. I was like, what the fuck? Because of that, you know, these first defeats, it changed him. And I think Billy Joe Saunders with his face fucked.
When he went against Julio, he stood in the. When he went against Julio, after that fight ever again.
Yeah.
That's what people sometimes don't get, bro. Chavez would kill these motherfuckers' careers. Look what happened to Meldrick Taylor, bro. He was never the same after he got finished by fucking Chavez, bro. And we're talking about Meldrick Taylor was supposed to take the baton from, what's his name, Sugar Ray Leonard. He was supposed to be the guy. He's a gold medalist. All this shit, bro. They were pushing him to be. Yeah, they were pushing him to be the American dream, the American medal, all this shit, bro. And Chavez ruined all that shit for them, bro, by the beating he gave him, bro. He never returned the same, bro.
I mean, you win a gold medal with America, you're fucking... you should be set. I mean, it's the best ever, isn't it? Gold medal for America, you fucking good. The sponsorships are there, aren't they? The corporations.
Yeah, but that's no longer because I think America moving forward is taking away the boxing and the wrestling programs from the Olympics. So the Olympics said no more of those sports. You know, they don't want boxing, they don't want wrestling. So that's it. You're not gonna see no more Wheaties box. You're not gonna see no more gold medals flying around with the boxers and then getting a career after and getting paraded around town saying this is the gold medalist here. No, those days are over now. They're numbered, and now you're gonna see more of grassroots. Maybe you're gonna see a lot of fighters turning pro at a younger age. 17-year-olds getting ready because the amateur program is gonna be dead.
The Don, are you not going to get any Olympic champions throwing their gold medal over the bridge? Because the White Cafe wouldn't serve them. Do you think he really threw it? No,
that was a fucking.
Do you reckon he really threw it into the water? Because there was no witnesses. There was no witnesses.
Imitation.
You do really know that story. There's no witnesses. He threw it into the river. There's no witnesses, though. Seeing him throw it into the river. I mean, it's a nice little tale. It's a lovely tale.
It's a little tale, but he really was desperate for money and he pawned it.
Hey, Furioso, the Don, Furioso, the Don. I got a question for you guys. By the way, if you guys are just coming through, Canelo, and he's better than everybody, and eat it some more. Canelo. If you don't like it, get out of my face. But I was gonna say something. Do you think breaking something else for people coming in? Breaking Billy Joe's attempting to come back. But I got a question. How would Billy Joe do versus David Morrell? A guy, David Morrell, has he faced the guy who runs? Like, how would Billy Joe do versus meaning? Forget that question. How would David Morrell do versus Billy Joe? Is what I'm asking everybody on the panel.
Oof, that's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. I'm not sure about Billy Joe Saunders. I'm not. Morrell's got more power. The box. I mean, Billy can obviously he's a boxer, and he's a bit of a back foot boxer, isn't he? I'm not sure. I don't believe. He's one of my favorites, Billy Joe Saunders.
How do we know? But I got a question. How do we know what David Morrell is? How do we know what David Morrell is?
I think they all beat him. Morrell beats Joe. Benavidez beats Joe. At this stage now, basically, I'm saying Billy Joe Saunders is done. If you
heard it here first.
Yes, he's done. If you're asking me, because Billy Joe, he don't live that life. Live like you've seen.
But here's the problem. Here's the problem. We're doing it again.
And he needs athleticism. And that deteriorates.
This is the problem.
Go into Don.
Listen to this. This is the problem. We're already automatically comparing them to those guys at the PBC. And just to say this, who knows if they're ever going to fight? But if we start putting them in that category of he already beat him before he beat him, if we're saying, oh, he's gonna Benavidez is gonna beat remember the name again, Billy Joe. He's gonna beat Billy Joe right away. Morrell, you'll beat Billy Joe, no problem. That's the problem, because then you already gave him a win without even having to go through the fight. And the thing is, we don't know. We don't know. Maybe Billy Joe is done. Maybe we don't. But if we don't see the fight, then we can't start assuming that these things will happen, because that's what they want. They want to propel their fighters to a certain level without having to do it.
Yo. Yo, what's up? Salute.
I think Billy beats Charlo, the likes of Charlo.
Yeah, I think if you want me to be real with you, bro, I'm not gonna pretend like fucking Billy Joe's 100%. I know this shit, even if you guys want me to, bro. Nah, bro, though that fool's damaged goods after what fucking Canelo did to him, bro. He's not gonna return the same, bro. He's a human, bro. We're talking about.
They're gonna be like, oh yeah, fucking if fucking Benavidez can beat Billy Joe in a better fashion than he's done in Canelo. See, I told you guys.
But it's good to have.
No. Hold on. Look, no, I get that.
Billy Joe's not a PBC fighter though, bro. So good luck making that fight.
Look, I get you guys' points and all, but you're talking about Canelo's opponents. Canelo fights tough world champions, tough opponents that earn. There's not no pushovers, not no schmucks, not no fucking dummies, bro. These guys, Billy Joe Sanders, yeah, he might have a over the bone injury, but he's a tough fighter. He's in there. He was getting hurt all throughout the fight, but he lasted until 8 rounds. Canelo was on his best night. He wanted to fuck up Billy Joe Sanders, and we knew Billy Joe Sanders was going to end up getting fucked up. He got fucked up, but the thing is, he got time off. He's recovering. Look at if you look at Canelo's past opponents. These guys are still fighting. Look at Lara. Lara's still been moved up to 160, went from 154, knocking out dudes at 160. Giving these guys, he hasn't been beat in a long time. You look at Liam Smith, knocked the fuck out of what's his name? What's his fucking name? The fucking what's his name? The Liam Smith, the guy that just beat earlier this year or last year, whatever it was. He beat him, and they're gonna do a rematch. And then you got Billy Joe Sanders. I feel like Billy Joe Sanders can come and beat a lot of these guys at 168. Now, I understand where you guys are coming from. Oh, yeah, he might be damn as good. Okay, but even so, I see this guy beating most of these top guys at 168 or even 160. If he wants to come to 160, he's a problem. That's what I'm saying. Canelo don't fight no schmucks. He's fighting world champions, world-class champions that still come back and beat a lot of these guys, bro. And can still be champion. John Ryder can become a world champion, bro. If John Ryder wants and he gets the opportunity, he can become a world champion. Callum Smith, the motherfucker is a beast at 175. This motherfucker can knock these niggas out, bro, and become a world champion at 175. Canelo is a beast, bro. We gotta recognize that.
I mean, I get where you're coming from, bro, but you're mentioning fighters that are not damaged goods, bro. Like, Callum Smith is good. All these guys are good, bro. But look, if you were to ask me if a prime Billy Joe beats Morrell, I think so, bro, probably. But I don't know what version of Billy Joe I'm gonna get after that injury he sustained, bro. So I can't really be fucking relying on him, to tell you the truth, bro. And Morrell, he's not really a bum either, bro. I know most of you guys don't like him. I don't like him that much, but if you want me to evaluate his skills, he's a skilled fighter, bro. And Billy Joe, we need prime Billy Joe to beat Morrell, in my opinion, bro. The version that we're gonna get is most likely is not gonna be it. If you also account for the inactivity that he's also had over that injury, bro. You get me? So I can't really put my faith in fucking Billy Joe thinking he takes out Morrell or Benavides or anybody like that, bro, to tell you the truth, bro.
Well, the thing is, Morrell never fought somebody that was on the back foot like that of a master boxer like that of Billy Joe Sanders. If you look at Canelo, he fought Billy Joe Sanders in a 22-foot ring. If you look at David Morrell, they're saying that he's a boxer and he's all this and that. But if you look at his rings, that the opponents that he fights, they're coming up in weight. Most of his opponents are coming up in weight, and they're fighting a tiny ass fucking ring. So I just leave it at that. I mean, this guy, to be honest, I'm not gonna fall for this narrative thinking that Morrell is this big bad dude. No, he's not, bro. To me, I've been saying Morrell's a bum. He is a bum.
I got a question, Killer Be Killed. Killer Be Killed. I got a question. I agree with you. I can't think of one opponent that Morrell's beat. It's American. It's American centric. It's an American centric high job, and he does look. It's almost on the Boots Ennis when we saw Boots Ennis get exposed by a guy like Karen. That's why I brought up Billy Joe. I think Billy Joe might expose him like on some Karen, but even worse because obviously Billy Joe's a guy who's experienced fighter, dude. He's seen it all, dude. Like I would like to see Billy Joe versus any top competition. I think he can excel. Canelo beat him, but that was a Canelo that was on a mission to kill, bro.
Yeah.
But I got a question for Killer Be Killed, bro. Because we're gonna put it in. I'm gonna break it out right now. We're gonna go further into this. But what's your thoughts on this right here, Killer Be Killed? I need your thoughts and opinions on this fight right here. Right here that I have up on the screen. This right here, Killer Be Killed.
Dog, well, first of all, okay, Josh Taylor versus Teofimo Lopez. To be honest, bro, that fight, it doesn't really call my attention, bro. I probably won't even watch that fight, bro. It doesn't call my attention. I don't even think that fight's in pay-per-view, bro. You got Devin Haney and Lomachenko on pay-per-view at 135. You got Teofimo versus Josh Taylor at 140. It's almost a slap in the face for Josh Taylor to fight a Teofimo, a fucking bum, bro. Teofimo's a bum. Fuck Teofimo. He's a bitch. He's a flip-flopper. He's a he doesn't know how to promote. He's a bitch. He doesn't know what side to pick on. He's over here bending over and getting fucked in the ass by black people, and he's saying black fighters are the best fighters, and they're tough to beat. No, they're not, bro. If you're gonna stand on something, bro. I got Josh Taylor. I never heard Josh Taylor saying Regis Prograis is a black fight. He's better than me. Nah, Josh Taylor said I'm fucking white and I'm proud and I'm gonna beat anybody. I don't care if you're white, Asian, Mexican. I don't give a fuck. I'm out there and I'm gonna lynch anybody. He's not racist like that. He'll fight anybody in that ring, and he's not gonna say that he's better than me and shit. Fuck, I got Josh Taylor knocking this dude out. Hopefully he fucking beats him up, put him in a coma, and retire his bitch ass.
Well, I got a question, Killer Be Killed. I spot bullshit, and when I spot bullshit, I gotta call it. So they make all this controversy, but then they're fighting Juneteenth, Independent Slave Day.
What type of shit is that, bro?
I don't know. Some seems off to me. And then you have an African tattoo. But you know what? They're trying to con guys. You know, I'm not getting conned. You think I'm getting conned out here with the Floyd Mayweather fanboy? With the Floyd Mayweather fanboy? I'm not getting conned by no. I'm not interested in a fight. I don't care. But these guys are fighting on Juneteenth. I don't give a shit. You know, whatever you guys pick, it's whatever. Pick whoever fight you guys want, whatever fighter. But I'm not interested. Once it says Juneteenth, I'm not celebrating this shit.
Facts, bro.
Kill to be killed. Why am I celebrating? This isn't Pico de Mayo. What are we talking about out here?
I'm not watching that shit. Fuck that fight.
Facts. It's disgusting, guys. It's disgusting to me, dude. It's disgusting. No one's catching on. I caught it on. That's why I have it. Juneteenth right there. Killer be killed. And I don't know if Vergasos knew this or whatever. But Vergasos, did you know about this? Being on Independence, all this slaves, all this other weird stuff, dude.
Look, bro, to tell you the truth, bro, this June 19th shit, I didn't even know it existed until you guys started talking about it on this channel, to be real with you. So you guys educated me in that aspect, at least, you know. As far as as far as the fucking Josh Taylor fucking what's his name's Tio fight happening on that day, maybe it was a coincidence. I don't fucking know, bro. Maybe they didn't even know that they existed the same way I did. Is it a coincidence or not? I don't care. I don't really care that much about that shit, to be real with you. As far as who's gonna win, I think probably Josh Taylor, bro. He's more skilled. He has more experience. I seen him beat Jose Ramirez with his dirty ass fucking rough house fucking boxing. That it's not really my I'm not a big fan of it, but hey, he pulled it off, bro. And Jose Ramirez should have fucking been like, oh, this motherfucker's doing this tactics, I'm gonna do the same shit. Jose Ramirez fucked up, bro. He wanted to rely on the ref. And I seen him beat Prograis. Prograis is no joke either, bro. And Josh Taylor already beat him. And there's more names. The only thing that I didn't really like about Josh Taylor was the Catterall fight, bro. I didn't think he looked all that good. And if that version of Josh Taylor shows up against Tio, he's gonna lose, bro. And the same applies to Tio. If that version the version that he fought Cambosos, that version of Tio shows up against Josh Taylor, he's gonna lose, bro. With that being said, I have Josh Taylor winning, bro. Like I said, the experience and just the skills. He's a well-rounded fighter. He has defense. He's a dog in the sense where he knows all these dirty tricks that may come in handy when shit gets tough. When when you don't know what else to do, he might rely on that dirty fucking bullshit, bro. So I got Josh Taylor winning, bro. But don't count Tio out, bro. He's not an easy fight either, bro. He has power. He's athletic as fuck. He's a good fighter. You know. As to the fucking race, about Tio, I don't know what he's trying to do or what's going on with him, bro. I think he's a weird kid, to tell you the truth. I think he is a mentally unstable, and he needs to work on himself in that sense, bro. Where he's a little unstable. Maybe he's better now. I seen him talking all this shit about Top Rank, not promoting Latino fighters. I agree with them. I was actually talking to this over there at the BDA, and they got mad because I was fucking calling out the double standards of Top Rank, and I don't want people to misunderstand me either, bro. I'm not saying Top Rank is racist, straight up. What I am saying is that they have a budget, and that budget is being spent to push black fighters. That budget is not being spent on fucking Mexican fighters, and that's fine. That's their fucking money. They can spend it on whatever they want. If they want to spend all their money on fucking black fighters, cool. But I'm not gonna pretend like they're pushing Mexicans like the guys at BDA wanted me to. Come on, bro. You get me? But yeah, I have Josh Taylor winning, bro.
Well, I was gonna say something. Yes, this is a tough fight. I'm just meaning it's a 50-50 fight for people to pick. Yes, all that. But I just have a conspiracy that this is weird, guys. Like, no, I don't care about this holiday. I don't care about this holiday. It has nothing to do with me. I'm not free. You know, forget all that shit. I just want Cinco de Mayo, and that's it, dude. Period. That's all I want, and I'm happy with that. And I don't want no Cesar Chavez Day either. Forget Cesar Chavez, you know, but whatever. That's another story for another day, bro. Right? You know what I'm talking about. Right. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, Vargasos? You know what I'm talking about? Not the boxer, bro. It's Cesar Chavez Day. They're trying to implement Cesar Chavez Day, bro.
Oh, I don't know, bro. I know who that is. The fucking the field guy.
Yeah.
Segway didn't like my fat fucking family anyway, bro.
No, that guy was a thief, bro. Yeah, that guy was a thief. But these guys put in these weird like holidays to try to appease people, man. That's all I gotta say.
I think he invented the term wetback, to be honest.
There it is. You're right. There it is. Salute to the Don. Salute to everybody. Salute to Furioso. Puro, what's your thoughts on the fight? I don't like it. I don't like the day it's on. But what's your thoughts on that fight that's going on? Obviously, killer be killed. That is feelings be known. What's your thoughts on that fight?
The day that it's on, yeah, seems kind of fucking retarded. You know, I got nothing against Juneteenth. I mean, like, that holiday or whatever, that day, the significance of that day was explained to me, and it makes sense to me, but like not with these guys on it. But anyways, at the end of the day, bruh, like, I mean, all this is just to fucking, like trigger people and make money, bruh. At the end of the day, bro, I'm gonna watch the fight, bro. I think Tio's gonna win, but obviously Taylor should be the favorite. He's he's a badass little fighter, bro, and that's it on my end.
Furioso, what's your thoughts on this fight? What's your prediction on this fight?
I think this is an amazing fight. It's an unbelievable fight. I can't wait for it. I can't wait for the Haney Loma fight and the Tio fucking Taylor fight. It's an amazing fight. Yeah, I've got Taylor winning it. It's just I think Tio's head's gone basically. His head is he's a talented kid, as one would say. Yeah, because he still is a kid. He's a talented kid, but his head space doesn't match downstairs, so to speak. He's not in the right headspace. You can even see with the outlandish, crazy stuff he's saying. So I think that will also showcase in how he presents himself in the ring, to be honest. For him to win, Josh is going to have to be really bad. And if Josh Taylor is at 85% of his max, 85%, I'm not going to ask him for 100, he beats Tio. And that's what he's going to do. And that's that, basically. He's going to beat him. In every way. He can match Tio in every way. Because there's not really... Okay, you could say maybe Tio's got speed and a bit of agility and stuff like that, but for power, no, you can't say he's much more than Taylor. Maybe more than Taylor a little bit, but it's not much more. Whatever Tio, which is a little, is better than Taylor at. It's only by very, very little, a very small margin. And then Taylor's better than Tio in a lot of other departments. Significantly. Jab, I could even say defense, inside game. Heart, definitely heart. Yeah. Prove me wrong, Tio. Prove me wrong.
Let me get in on this one, Don Repic. Can you guys hear me? All right, here we go.
Loud and clear, the Don.
All right, so I think that Teofimo's gonna win because just like you guys said, he's crazy. He doesn't know what he's thinking. He's absolutely nuts, and I think he's crazy enough to think he could win. And I think he's delusional enough to go in there and just go reckless abandon on this guy. I think he's gonna fucking get hit and he's gonna go all out on this motherfucker. And one thing I have to say, Taylor surprised me when he fought fucking Ramirez. I fucking was a Ramirez kind of guy. I love Ramirez's fighting angles, and then he goes and kicks Ramirez's ass. But you know what? All things come to an end, and I think that Taylor's been wanting to get out of 140 for a long time. And this is the fight that is gonna be concluded as, I've been draining myself for too long. And he's already given up some of the belts, so he's already halfway out. So I think that Teofimo Lopez has got it in his head that he's gonna be the two-time undisputed champion without actually concluding as the two-time undisputed champion. But by him being undisputed champion at 140, he's gonna propel himself and he's gonna say, "I am the man at 140." and that's what he wants to do. He wants to establish himself again, and I think he's crazy enough to do it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that fight like a mother. I am looking forward to it big time. Because they've been, like I keep saying, they've been calling each other out, or Tio has, for a long time. So it's a bit like, Tio, you've been calling out Taylor since and before the Loma days, and now you've got to like back it up, so to speak. Because it's kind of come round. The fight weirdly has come round. I'm surprised it did come round. And it has, and that's hence why I'm excited for it. Because pre-COVID, Tia was calling out Taylor and Loma. He said, I'm going to do Loma and then Taylor. And then COVID, and then this, that, and the other. He fought Loma. Right? But now they're actually meeting each other. So there's a lot of long-term needle in this fight. There is. It was not a fight that's just been made in the past 6 months. They've been at it. You go back and see film on YouTube, Tio calling out Taylor. There's a few years on it, so it's going to be good, very good.
Nobody checking for Teofimo, who fighting for free on ESPN. He's a bum.
He's what? I'll tell you who is a bum. Shakur. Boots Ennis.
They are bum. Shakur's overrated. They just trying to hype him up because he's Puerto Rican. You don't know what race he is.
He's Spanish.
It's funny how Shakur became Puerto Rican all of a sudden because like years ago he wasn't talking about being Puerto Rican, bro. That's a recent thing. Almost like as if they were like, oh, let's figure out a way where I could sell myself to a new demographic. Oh, I just remember my dad was a Puerto Rican man, or whatever, some shit like that, right? Come on, bro. It's a marketing scheme to sell, bro. I'm not stupid. Motherfucker has no Puerto Rican pride, bro.
That angle, that's definitely propaganda and a marketing angle. As far as I'm concerned, the Puerto Rican fans, if they want them, they can keep them. I don't know if they even claim them, but it's whatever. I don't know. Shakur Stevenson, to me, he's overhyped in a lot of ways, and I'm just waiting for the day that he actually fights somebody that really gives him some real work.
The face of boxing, Tank, 1.4 million, gonna clean him up. Pay-per-view. 2 million pay-per-view box.
Tank will beat him up. I think Tank will take him out of it. But I don't think they'll make that fight. I don't think they'll make that fight, though.
Nah, that ain't happening.
I don't know. I don't think that Tank is looking past Isak Cruz right now. I think that's gonna fight for him. And I don't even think that Shakur is going to get that Devin Haney fight. So you might just see Shakur going in for a vacant title in the near future right after Devin Haney vacates the belt after this Loma fight.
I think Taylor will be seriously up for this fight. With Catrell, he underestimated him. His eye wasn't on he didn't have the eye of the tiger for that one. He just didn't. He had bad preparation a lot. But like I said, this fight's been long in the making. There's needle between them. Taylor he's not gonna make it easy. He's gonna be up to his old tricks. And he's got a lot of tricks, Taylor.
Yeah, he does.
Good ones and a lot of dirty ones. So he knows the way to fuck Tio up is to make him uncomfortable. And Taylor's got that nastiness and that dirt and the dig to make Tio uncomfortable. And that is what I doubt in Tio, how he's going to come out of that, you see. He needs to prove me wrong there. That's what he needs to.
You're right.
Do you get me?
I've never seen anybody do Ramirez the way Taylor did Ramirez. Like that. that fight right there, I was like, oh my god, you know what the hell's going on here, you know? But he proved me wrong. I for some reason I'm always going against Taylor. It just always works out that way, and so here we go again. I'm going in with Tio, and we'll see what happens. You know,
I mean, we'll see. Yeah, it's gonna be. I can't wait for the fight. I'm well.
You're not the only one who has Tio. You're not the only one who has Tio. FYI, man. I'm in with Tio as well, man. I think he definitely has a good opportunity. I think he has decent power, and we'll see how it takes him.
Yeah, I think he has what it takes. And you know, the one thing that Tio has is I just want him to get hit one time so he can just go into his full reckless abandon and just fucking go in there and just fucking want to fight. Because I don't think you can play cute with you know, if he feels like he's gonna, you know, pot shot and you know, like he tries to be cute sometimes and tries to outwit somebody. That's the problem. If Taylor sees him do that, that's when he's gonna pressure him and make him do some real work. So I hope Tio gets hit and early in the fight, so we can see a real nice brawl. Because I don't want to see this kind of dance, this little dance that Tio can do. Because he did it with Loma, and he can make it boring. Tio knows how to make it boring if he wants to.
Yeah, Tio's got to keep it rough. Tio's got to keep it rough.
Taylor's gonna make Tio work for every fucking second. He's not gonna let Tio get all that show off and do a little. Tio now and again he gets into some breakdance moves and rolls his shoulders. He thinks he's in the Bronx and that, rolling his shoulder, doing his shoulder roll. Taylor will be on him. He won't let him breathe, and that's what I mean by discomfort.
Yeah, that's what I think Tio needs, because that's what he needs. That's the only way he's gonna win this fight. That's the only way. If he's on the back foot, he's gonna lose it. He has to go.
Yeah, he's gonna have to get jacked. He's gonna have to get jacked, man.
Kambosos, regardless of tactics, Kambosos won the fight against Tio with pressure. He went at Tio, throwing the over right hand and left hands, and he pressured Tio, and that's what's gonna Whereas Loma didn't pressure Tio. Only at the end, when it was too late, he stood back in fear of Tio's power, but by then it was too late. You see, Taylor knows that Taylor's going to be pressuring Tio, and I can't wait to see how Tio's going to handle that, because that's going to be his main adversity. Taylor pressure. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be an amazing fight. It's going to be fucking amazing. Well, my mind. I'm not talking here with heart or it's Taylor going to win because he's a cunt. He's a cunt like that. No, he is. He always fucking proves me wrong.
Yeah. He's a stubborn cunt.
That he is stubborn. And I'm not sure Tio's as stubborn as him. You see, that's the thing, because he's going to have to be. He's going to have to be.
Yeah, you're right. I agree.
It's going to be fun. 50.
That's going to be a great fight. I'm excited about it now more than yesterday.
Venado Lopez and Michael Conlon, man, that fight.
That's
man,
a great fight, bro. That's a great fight. Telekinesis.
In two directions, man.
That's a great fight. Telekinesis.
I love Venado. I love Venado, and I like Michael Conlon, man. Both of them are great fighters, in my opinion. I hope the best comes out of it for both fighters. I'm going to be neutral on this, man, because I like Michael Conlon. I've been watching him since his amateur days. And, of course, I like Venado. So, man, best of luck to the winner of that.
It's a great fight, bro. It's a great fight. No lie, dude. For reals. Hey, the Don Puro Chingazos. Furioso, telekinesis. Obviously, we got overgrown who jumped on as Jose. He's a slickster. But I was gonna say, the bottom line, yeah, he's a slickster, bro. The bottom line, the Don. What you think of the title itself? The Canelo. Why is he hated? And I already put it through. You guys can see the start of the video. But what's your bottom line on this chapter right here? Because I'm about to end this video for you guys. But what's your thoughts on this? The Dom first, then telekinesis, then Jose, then Puro Sur, then Chingazos, then Furioso. What's your thoughts? Go in the Dom first.
I got it like this: they hate when you're great, and Canelo's a living legend, and that's that. That's my final statement for the day.
Jose, go in, bro. What's your thoughts?
Canelo is out the door. Tank is the face of boxing. TPE 1.4 million pay-per-views. Ryan bent the knee.
Telekinesis, what's your thoughts?
Just like the last guy said, Ryan bent the knee. He quit on himself, his whole entire community. I believe that he, no matter what anyone says in the LDBC and Showtime, Fight Hype, and all them say, I definitely believe that Gervonta Tank Davis, based off of one fight, is not the face of boxing compared to what was at stake during the fight, and which was technically nothing other than a big payday. When it comes to currency versus legacy, we see that the LDBC and the media sees the currency side of things more importantly, I guess, which is a shame because people need to have honor for the championship. So that's all I'm going to leave it at that.
Furioso, the Don, Puro, Chingazos, go in the Don first.
I'm back. I thought it was done. What are we revisiting?
What I was gonna say, your final thoughts on Canelo, dude. The Canelo being the face of boxing.
Yeah, well, like I said earlier, it's they hate when you're great, and Canelo's a living legend.
You heard it there, the living legend. Chingazos, what's your thoughts?
Look, bro, Canelo's the face of boxing right now, bro, and it didn't look. I know these motherfuckers are saying Tank is the face of boxing, and let me tell you when that narrative started. That narrative started around the Pitbull fight. That's when they started. Oh, I'm the face of boxing. Blah blah blah. All this. They think that if they repeat something, that it becomes true, and in some cases it does happen. Sometimes it's called programming, right? On Canelo's case, it didn't happen like that. It's not like if he sold 2 million with Mayweather and he became the face of boxing. No, he had to do more and more until. It was really until the Triple G fights until people started calling him the face of boxing. So it wasn't that easy. As with Tank is not the face of boxing, bro. Those million pay-per-views were Ryan Garcia's fucking fans right there showing up. How do I know this? Because if you look at the numbers of his previous fights, they were all selling 200K, 150K, 250K, that type of shit. So, I mean, it's pretty obvious he's not the face of boxing. And I'm only talking about commercially. If you look at his titles, he really is a 2-time 130 champion. He beat Pedraza, and then he for a title, and then he won another title at 130, a Bacon title, and at 135 that's a secondary title. That 140 fucking title, that's a fucking secondary WBA title as well. Those are not real titles. So, and he doesn't have the accolades to be the face of boxing, bro. You get me? Canelo has 11 world titles. What are we talking about? Telling me he doesn't have the accolades? He beat 20 world champions. You're telling me he doesn't have the record? Canelo fucking sells 1 million pay-per-views a bunch of times already. You're telling me he doesn't have that commercial value? So, and Canelo's the face of boxing, well-rounded, bro. As to why is Canelo hated? I mean, he's on top, bro, and he's they don't like the way he looks. Apparently, that place. And let's be real, they don't like to have a Mexican as a face of boxing. They rather have a black person. Why? Because you look at basketball and you got LeBron James. You look at fucking football. I'm pretty sure they got a black guy that's fucking playing good right now. I don't know much about football. And they want to keep it like that through all the fucking platforms, bro. And they look at boxing and it's like, oh, Canelo's the face of boxing. I'm Mexican. Nah, that's fake. Blah, blah, blah. It's fabricated. It's bullshit. Nah, it's not fabricated. He got there. by beating everybody, bro. You know, like what are we talking about here, bro? Selling, taking risk, moving up in divisions, fucking becoming undisputed, all that shit he did, bro. I don't, you know, but he's hated for that reason, bro. They don't like to see a Latino be the face of anything, bro. That's the bottom line. Like nowadays, it's cool to hate on the Latinos for whatever reason. It's popular. Maybe Donald Trump made it popular. I don't know who did, but somebody did, bro.
We wouldn't hate if he took the made-up franchise belt.
We got Furioso. What's your final thoughts on this this whole thing of Canelo hated and all this, Furioso?
Yeah, because he's the talk of the town, isn't he? And he's the face of boxing. Of course, he's the face of boxing. He's fucking when he fights, it's world news, and he is a real world champion. Tank's only the face. He's not even the face of American fighters. He's not even the face of American black fighters.
There it is. You're the one that brought that to light, Furioso. You're the one that brought that to light.
He's not even the face of black American fighters, let alone anything else. Tank ain't news in Istanbul. There's no billboards of Tank in Istanbul. There is of Canelo. Just give yourself a break. Give yourselves a break and sprinkle some cinnamon on your rice pudding.
Puro Sud, go in, bro.
Well, anyway, so yeah, man, you guys know Ryan and Tank are my favorite fighters, but I ain't gonna cap for him, bro. Tank is not the face of boxing. I'll push back a little bit on Furioso. I do actually think he's the face of American boxing, you know. But you did bring up a good point, and that actually made me think. You know, without Ryan, you know, like would he have made all this amount? I mean, like, is Chingaso's right? Like, well, will he just is Ryan really the one that brought most of the money in there? Time will tell. At the end of the day, bruh. I mean, like, and I don't even think it's a black thing, bro. Like when De La Hoya was the face of boxing, he didn't get this much hate, bro. So at the end of the day, it's an American thing, bro. These guys can't stand for a non-American to be the face of boxing, bro. And at the end of the day, bro, the Canelo hate, bro, it's already boring, bro. Everybody hates on him. It's almost like a fucking what's it called? Like cliche, like, you know, it's just like or whatever. I mean, it's almost like popular to hate on Canelo. So at the end of the day, I mean, like they can eat a dick. You know, Canelo is the #1 pound for pound boxer. He's the face of boxing. Like literally all of the eyes were on him yesterday, bro. Nobody in the sport is doing that shit. So at the end of the day, go cry in the car.
That's true. I wanted to hear what Pounds, the legendary human being, is saying. Pounds, legendary CCD, is saying. He's saying Canelo's still the face of boxing. That's a fact, but I'll say there's something else. Canelo's the face worldwide of combat sports in general, and it's been that way for 10 years. The sad part for people in America, they don't want to accept it because the media is just hating all over the place. They didn't even promote the fight because, you know, they're racist. And anybody who doesn't accept that Canelo's #1 is a racist scumbag, just keeping it real, because you just can't accept numbers, facts, numbers, money, everything, views, everything like that. Canelo's #1, and Ryan's up there too. Ryan is above Tank. I'm out of here. On to the next one, bro. I'll be back, guys. Salute to everybody out. We're out of here.
Yeah,
Telekinesis, everybody out. We're out of here, bro. We'll be back.